Yo, you already know this is Punch Wrong Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Memorial Day. America! Gotta pay tribute to those who have been in the front lines and passed away and fighting for freedom. First and foremost, my condolences go out to the families of those warriors as well. Thank you for lending your daughters and sons to protect our nation, to protect the liberty and freedom that we have. God bless them. And God bless the family as well. God bless the Marine Corps, Army, Navy. All you who in the front lines have fought for us to just walk around freely and do what we need to do in life and such as all the stuff in the world. You know what I'm talking about. Yo, what up, Guido? What up, Sword? What up? You already read the title. I'm going to be talking about Daniel Garcia and his comment made in his recent interview talking about he don't want to hear no damn excuse coming from the haters, Errol Spence fans, media outlets. What's good, bro? What's up, God? Danny Silva Garcia don't want to hear no damn excuse about no car accident. He wants his just due. If Errol Spence is not 100%, then don't come fight me. Paraphrasing what Danny Silva Garcia had to say in his recent interview. What's good, Coco? Get about the weird convo with Bob. The weird convo with Bob last night. My therapist. It was good. It was good last night. That it got me hyped to talk about. It got me hyped to go back live today. What's good, Los? First and foremost, let's talk about Danny Silva Garcia and let's talk about the fight with Danny Silva Garcia and Errol Spence. A lot of people may feel like this is like people talking about it like if this is just like a tune-up or something like that. Like, people just seems not to give Danny Silva Garcia the ultimate respect. And he does have probably top 3 best resume in the sport of boxing right now. He even had this how much of haters they are when it comes to Danny Silva Garcia. He was like they had him like a notorious cherry picker, but if you look at his resume, Lamont Peterson, Herrera, Amir Khan, Lucas Matisse, Keith Thurman, Shawn Porter. He was fighting the fight early in his career, and he still had that cherry picking, slogan all over his name. That was messed up. I don't understand, but I'm going to tell you like this. This is a 50-50 fight to me. I don't give a damn what anybody say. This is a 50-50 fight to me. I was reading the article and people and they said if Danny Silva Garcia wins in an upset, I won't be surprised if Danny Silva Garcia beats Errol Spence. And I won't be surprised if Errol Spence beat Danny Silva Garcia. Why are they talking about this upset thing? Now, an upset to me is if Danny Silva Garcia fights was fighting Redcock or Redock, whatever his last name is, the vampire. What's good on bias? Sentiment, this ain't 50-50 punch. Come on, why not? Why not? Why is not a 50-50 fight? Has Errol Spence done something out of the norm or something like, oh my God, nobody has any chance versus Errol Spence? I don't see it like that in the welterweight division because all the fights that we have seen has been close fights. Again, when I was talking about the era, I named all the fights in my live show. I believe it was last week. It's 50-50 to me. Errol Spence hasn't separated himself skillfully. So it's not an upset to me. An upset if Reddock was gonna beat Danny Silva Garcia. That's what you call a upset. Not that Daniel Garcia beats Errol Spence. Really? Nah, come on, bro. I just think that a lot of people don't give respect to Daniel Garcia. Mikey might even beat Danny. Might, but I got Daniel Garcia beating Mike Garcia. I say that if they fight. How about let's put it this way? What is about Danny Swift Garcia? What up, what's good, H? What up, Los? What up, Jerry? What is it about Danny Swift Garcia that just doesn't seem like he's like? What is it about him? Because he's not, how you say it, a freak of nature athletically. He doesn't got all the speed in the world. He doesn't move around with all the elusiveness and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, Danny Swift Garcia is game. He's game. I believe, in my opinion, he handled, even though, yes, Errol Spence did knock down Shawn Porter, I believe Danny Swift Garcia probably handled just a tiny bit Shawn Porter better than Errol Spence. Just a tiny bit. And of course, a lot of people going to be like, oh, Picard, what about the knockdown? What about the knockdown? Okay, legitimate. But I'm talking about throughout the whole fight, 12-round bout, Danny Swift Garcia held his own with Shawn Porter. Keith Thurman held his own against Shawn Porter. Hurt him a couple of times. I think Errol Spence had a tougher time with Porter than Keith Thurman and a tiny bit Danny Swift Garcia. I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. What's good, Rod? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. And I feel what Danny Swift Garcia is also saying. I feel him. Because you know, if Danny Swift Garcia wins, they're going to be like, oh, but Errol Spence, if it was Errol Spence before the crash, if it was Errol Spence before the crash, he would have never lost to Danny Swift Garcia. That's going to be the excuse, and that's whack. No wonder Terence Crawford don't want to fight that Errol Spence in his first fight back, because he don't want to hear that. He's not going to get his just due. So maybe it is safe to say, for the fight fans, maybe, I know we don't want to see no tune-up, but maybe it is safe to say that, yo, what's good, Rob? Maybe it's safe to say that maybe Errol Spence should fight a tune-up. Maybe it is safe to say that Errol Spence should fight a tune-up, so we could see where he's at, right? So then after that, whoever fights Errol Spence, there's no excuse. They get the 100% just due. And you know, in boxing, to get your 100% just due is very, very difficult. Punch, check sport, and Guy Collins interview with Bob Aaron today. Classic kill the LDBC lies. Oh, I got to see it, man. Send me the link, my brother. Heavy hitter boxing, what's good, my brother? Jerry, Errol Spence should fight a tune-up. You know what? To be honest, I really want Errol Spence to just get the fight out of Bud Crawford, out of Danny Swift Garcia. But the way everybody is talking, I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of people, especially in the media outlet, also saying maybe he doesn't need a tune-up. Maybe Berto said it. Maybe he doesn't need a tune-up. So if people is not gonna get their 100% due, whether it's Bud Crawford, whether it's Danny Swift Garcia to fight Errol Spence, if they're not gonna get their just due, might as well let him fight a tune-up. Might as well let him fight a tune-up. He got to do probably what Keith Thurman did and fight a Josecito Lopez or things of that nature. Maybe a Josecito Lopez versus Errol Spence will be good. Maybe that'll be a good tune-up. What y'all think? Josecito Lopez, Errol Spence? That'll be a good tune-up. Not Adrian Granados. You already know that's like that's like Al Haymon's puppy. He's the one that sacrificed. He's the sacrifice. He's the sacrifice son of Al Haymon, Adrian Granados. You're going to fight this one, you're going to lose. But just go. I'll give you a fight. France, Lopez, Spence, pretty legit. As a tune-up, yes. Because we want somebody live as well. We want somebody live to test them. You understand what I'm saying? Keep it a little rugged, too. Make it a little rugged. Make him fight to see where he's at. Josecito Lopez don't got all the power in the world, but he'll get you ready. That's the type of quality tune-up that you need in sport of boxing. There's these type. If you name any other fighter, go be my guest. But I believe Josecito Lopez, good tuner for Errol Spence. Danny came up short both times versus Thurman and Porter, but those guys know how to move. Spence prefer to bully you in the boxing. Ideal for terms of distance. Yes, I agree with you 100%, IBT. I agree with you 100%. People think that it's just going to be easy for Errol Spence to fight Danny Garcia. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. It's not. It is not. And I'm going to tell you like this. He could take a punch. He could take a punch. And let me tell you, and y'all know, we hardcore boxing fans out here. I see it in the comment box. I know we are all hardcore boxing fans here. We know that Errol Spence is more about accumulation than that one knockout power. He's a break you down type of fighter. And if you stand in front of Danny Garcia, he's gonna take a punch and he's gonna give it. He's gonna take a punch and he's gonna give it. And if you think about any other of the heavyweights who's actually sitting down on his punches, Danny Garcia is probably the primary dude, him and Errol Spence, that actually sit in their punches, on their punches. And I believe through history that Danny Garcia is willing to take it so he could give it. He's willing to take it. Now, could Errol Spence, who is not clear to fight yet, who is not clear to spar, is he ready to take a flush shot in the grill? Remember, Errol Spence is still waiting on his grill. Is he ready to take those type of blows? I don't think he's gonna have. Put it this way: he's gonna get his grill. He's gonna have sparring, but it's gonna be limited sparring. Very limited. The way probably the same thing they did to Kell Brook before he fought Errol Spence. Very limited sparring. Very limited sparring to go after Danny Garcia. I'm thinking they're going to go after a tune-up. I really think. Because at this time, he's still not clear to fight. He's still not clear to spar. I mean, you could run all you want. We need that spar. He needs to feel that punch. Because he needs to know how he's going to react come fight night. Danny Garcia is also underrated counterpuncher. And you know what it is, Los? For me, he's not underrated, but I feel like overall, they underrate Danny Garcia. Feel me? It looks like overall, they underrate Danny Garcia for whatever reason. For whatever reason. I don't understand why. I really don't understand why, and I think because he doesn't show, oh my God, he doesn't show that, oh my God, look at this fighter, he is special. He just does almost everything right. Danny Garcia has good defense. Danny Garcia has good upper body movement. Maybe not the footwork, but I'm telling you like this: if you look back at the Brandon Rios fight, I think he learned a lot from the Keith Thurman fight. And he understands that he need to start quick. Look like Danny was working on things versus a low quality southpaw versus Reddock. And you know what? That's like a good tune-up. Because he picked a southpaw. Now we all know that Danny Garcia is smart. Because a lot of people, let's say that Leo Santa Cruz, he was like, yo, I'm gonna fight a tune-up and then I'm gonna go after Gary Russell Jr. But then he wasn't even fighting a southpaw. I knew all along that Leo Santa Cruz was not gonna fight Gary Russell Jr. because of his tune-up. Your tune-up should mimic your upcoming fight. That's when you know somebody's actually serious when it comes to tune-ups. Danny Garcia, pick the guy that's not gonna be powerful. Pick the guy that Tevin Farmer actually beat. We all know Danny Garcia was going to beat him. I wanted to see Danny Garcia get him out of there, but of course he needs that 12 round. He needs to, work on some things. No, he's not. That they saying. No one time Keith Thurman. So hell, take the less threatening man. Keep preaching punch. Yes, young. Should be a fight, Errol. Time, extra time. And he got a lot of extra time. Errol Spence does got a lot of extra time, but in the end of the day, he's still not clear to spar. So still, yes, he's going to get his weight down. I got confidence in that. Can hit the bag, can hit the mitts, but he needs to feel a punch in his grill. And to feel for the first time 8 ounces from a flat-footed fighter like Danny Garcia that puts everything on his punches, everything he throws is sat down. I don't know. I do not know. And Errol Spence, you know what? And y'all could check me. Y'all could check me on this. Again, I push my ego to the side. This is a boxing channel. This is a boxing channel for the boxing community like us that we could just, educate one another. But this is what I'm going to say. You remember when Floyd Mayweather said about Triple G that he straight up and down on special effects? Personally, that's how I actually felt about Errol Spence. I actually felt like that. Good. But straight up and down, he stays in line. He throws the same combination, jab, jab, jab to the body, go to the body, push you with his elbow, trying to get on the inside, come right back out and reset. Errol Spence don't show me anything else. What up? What's good, D? He don't show me anything like, for example, unpredictability. Errol Spence off defense is his offense. He gets hit, he's gonna try to throw you. He got grit. He throws high volume punches. And I think that's why Spence-Garcia actually lost to Shawn Porter and Keith Thurman. He just don't throw enough. Yes, his punches plays an effect, but he just doesn't throw enough. Spence-Garcia will have to throw enough punches or the same amount of punches as Errol Spence because Errol Spence is a high volume puncher. So, I do believe, I agree with Spence-Garcia. He's not going to get the credit. If Errol Spence is not 100%, do not step inside the ring. If he does, we don't want to hear no excuses about the damn car accident. I feel him on that. It would just do a disservice. What up, Reaper? Yo, it's Bob, right? Yeah, y'all want my therapist to come back, right? He could read my mind. Yo, yesterday was classic, yo. It was classic, yo. Y'all ain't see the live show yesterday, man. Just go back and forward it to the last hour. Classic. We have everything on this channel. We have therapists. If you're having relationship problems, we got Rob. He's gonna clear everything out. He's gonna look into your soul and tell you what is going on. He's gonna tell you he know the answers. You remember what's his name? Kanye West. He was trying to say, I don't got the answer. You don't got the answer, Punch. You don't got the answers. I know it all. Yo. I'm going to put the link up in just a couple of minutes. Time y'all in, we're all going to be talking about it. Yesterday, I didn't think I did a good job in putting everybody else because I really wanted to give everybody their one-on-one time. If that's all right with y'all, I'm going to ask y'all, what y'all rather do? Y'all want to do the group thing? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Y'all want to do the group thing? I'm talking about the stream live, all right? Y'all want to do the group thing or y'all want to do the one-on-one? Hey, yo. I just can't talk. I just can't communicate right. Y'all want to do the one-on-one or we could do the group thing? Also, I also said in the title, and we probably gonna do the group today because yesterday I did the one-on-one. We're gonna do the group today. If y'all want to be in the group, then don't just time me. Let's do the group today because yesterday I did the one-on-one. Real funny, but they got support you. Yeah, what up, Triple? Punch don't agree. That was good, Ryder. I look into his eyes and share his soul. Yo, friends, yesterday was, it was crazy. Now, I did a video earlier today and I said Mike Tyson. It's not official. I would just wanted to have a conversation. I wanted to see, if Mike Tyson is going to come back, whatever it is, charity, 4-rounder, official, whatever it is. Can you imagine Mike Tyson and Teddy Atlas getting back together? Come full circle. That is pay-per-view quality to see. Teddy Atlas, Mike Tyson taking instruction from Teddy Atlas. Can you imagine? Could you Imagine Teddy Atlas coming full circle with Mike Tyson in his comeback. That's something special to see. Even though I've been very critical about Teddy Atlas because I feel like he hates everybody that's great. Everything you see, every time you see something great, he hates Deontay Wilder, he hates Mike Tyson, he hates Manny Pacquiao. He always got to say something to say about great. He just don't want to give nobody a just due. Maybe because he's jealous because he wanted to be a fighter and he just couldn't be. It's because the model didn't believe in him. You a trainer. Just stick to training, my guy. Stick to training, all right? Just help me out. Just, damn it, carry the bucket, damn it. You ain't no fighter. Oh, man, Mike Tyson will knock the hell out of him with the first sentence come out of his mouth. Right, Reap? So, yeah. So we're going to be talking about Danny Spence-Garcia, Errol Spence. What should Errol Spence do? Should Errol Spence really take a tune-up? Let's really be... Let's think like managers as well as fans. Because, of course, me as a fan, hardcore boxing fan, I don't give a damn. I want to see boxing. I want to see the best fighting the best. These guys is in their 30s. No more damn tune-ups. No more damn tune-ups. That's how I feel as a fan. Everybody is starting all over. The coronavirus, ain't nobody... Everybody's on the same slate. I want to see the best fights, and especially in the welterweight division. We want to see the best. That's it. Al Haymon, you got all your welterweights. Al Haymon, you got fights in 168 pounds. You got David Benavidez, Caleb Plant. They could fight. I don't want to hear no damn excuses coming from the PBC. I was having a discussion. They said the PBC got the best fighter. If PBC got the best fighters, then damn it, they should be having the best boxing events. Period. No more excuses. No more excuses. I don't want to hear about the fighting of the PBC. And also, on the IG Live, Chris Colbert, Little B-Hop, a.k.a. formerly known as Little B-Hop, now Primetime, taking Deion Sanders' name. He sticks up a Little B-Hop. But he also said he went to he race baited again. Not again, but this is the first time I'm like, yo, what is coming? Why he saying that? Chris Colbert said that Eddie Hearns is racist to the core, and that Al Haymon is God. I was like, damn, Chris, not you. I actually like the guy. Not you. Damn. Also, we could talk about that. Yeah, I agree, D. As a manager, as a trainer of Errol Spence, I'll say, my man, take a tune-up. Take a tune-up. I don't know how it's going to land if he takes a voluntary tune-up. I don't know how it's going to land, of course. And also, we could be talking about the Dillian White situation with the WBC. You already know the WBC make decisions while drinking Don Julio and Patron. I said it in my channel, and I stand by my words that I speak. I said that the WBC, to me, is no longer the prestige belt federation. I'm sorry. I can't do it anymore. I just can't do it with Mauricio Sudamon. He can't answer no damn questions. If I was Mauricio Sudamon, the way he does interviews, might as well don't do interviews like Al Haymon. Don't do interviews. Don't do interviews like Casper the Friendly Ghost. What's good, Jay? Eddie Hearn's hella old school. Still got the old school mentality. Like 30 years of his talk was normal then. I like Eddie Hearn, man. I really don't know what Chris was talking about. He said he got proof that he's a racist. He just went in. Nobody was even asking questions. He said the zone is stupid and people that subscribe to the zone is stupid. He went in. I don't even know why he was saying that. I don't know if they recorded the live show, but he had a live show earlier today and he was going in. Now, probably a lot of people wasn't picking it up because everybody's having a good time Memorial Day, and there was probably only like 40 people, on the live. But he was talking a lot of stuff about Eddie Hearn, and I was like saying the zone. I even was writing shit. I was like, yo, the zone had the best fights 2019. What the hell he's talking about? Where's the interview to that? It was in his IG live. It was an IG live. Let me see if Let me see if he got it. Hold on. I hope he ain't blocked me either, cause probably did. I don't see the dude, man. Probably did. Chris. Damn. Prime time. Hold on. Prime. Nah, I can't find him, man. Can't find him. He probably blocked me because I was saying, I ain't even saying, I was like, yo, what you talking about? Like, really? I mean, what hardcore, first and foremost, if you're a boxing fan, if you're a hardcore boxing fan and you reporting boxing as well, you got your YouTube channel, yo, I support fighters. That's number one. He was drunk punch. Did you see it? How long? I know I was I the only one that saw that live? Yo, Jay, yeah, man, it's gonna be a good topic, bro. Point of view, if I would Dennis Garcia, I would not take a fight versus Spence. Dude is damaged goods. Is even right to have come so soon. I am not a fan of his health. Who blocked you? No, not Rob. I'm not talking about Rob. I'm talking about I can't find him on my IG. Chris Colbert, Little B Hop, formerly known as Little B Hop, aka Primetime. He had a live show today and he said that Eddie Hearn is a flat out racist. He said people that subscribe to the zone is stupid. He also said, and I'm like, time out. Eddie Hearn is practically best friends with Anthony Joshua. Like, why would he even? Where's it coming from? But this is what it is. It seems like when you, the Al Haymon guy, you do whatever. It's almost, to be honest. Look, I'm not trying to. This is not clout or anything of that nature. And y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like a lot, I'm not going to say all, but a lot of dudes that's with Al Haymon, to me, they're almost like, they talk like Al Haymon slaves, bro. I don't know, man. Like, if Al Haymon has problem with the WBO, then you hear guys like Keith Thurman say, the WBO is no good. You know? I don't... Tell me if... Like, if Al Haymon got a problem, it's like what Earl Spence said. Well, Oscar De La Hoya don't like... Can't promote black fighters. It seems like whatever Al Haymon thinks, his fighters adopt the same mindset. Why? I mean, that's what I was saying. When I was listening to the live show, I'm like, why this guy's race bait? Why is he going at Eddie Hearn like that? Then he was talking about, oh, Al Haymon, he gets us paid. He gets us money. And then he was talking about Eddie Hearn. He'd be like, oh, he's stupid for giving all these fighters money. I was like, yo, what the hell this guy's talking about? I even was like, yo, what the hell are you talking about? I was writing it because it didn't make no sense. You're praising Al Haymon because he gets you money, but yet you was shitting on Eddie Hearn because he's overpaying fighters. Talk to me, y'all, man. Am I bugging out? He said, also, this one I know he was wrong. And I was like, yo, you wrong, my man. You wrong. He said that no PBC fighters work with the zone type of fighters. And I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? Sergey Derevchenko is PBC. He fought Triple J. Andy Ruiz is PBC. He fought Anthony Joshua. What the hell are you talking about? And even and Mikey Garcia, look, Al Haymon is still advised. He advises Mikey Garcia and Daniel Jacobs. They in the zone. I don't know. Maybe he's misinformed. Or maybe he gave Devin Haney the contract that he probably wanted. Ooh. Punch Drunk, did you just tell the truth on somebody? Maybe he's mad at Eddie Hearn because he gave Devin Haney the type of money that he felt he deserved. I don't know. I'm just making shit up. Yo, let's talk, man. Let's talk. I'm gonna put the link up. Again, happy Memorial Day to everybody, and for those who have family that has fought for us and been on the front line, has been injured, has passed away fighting for this country, fighting for our freedom, fighting for our liberty. My condolences go out to the family of those soldiers. Let's not forget, this is not just a day off. I know we're coronavirus, so a lot of people's got their day off, but just remember that this is Memorial Day. It's not like on some forget about why we celebrating the day. Let's not forget about those. Drug like Deontay. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yo, what's good, boxing champ? What's good?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's good, man? What you want to talk about,
Not
man?
much. Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, bro.
Happy Memorial Day to you, my
But
brother.
did you see that Rob guy? Like yesterday,
Of course, I saw the Rob guy.
like he was right about the wine thing though.
Yes, yes. I gave him that though. I gave him that. No, 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 no. What you talking
Right,
about the wine
right.
stuff?
Cause my mom. I was speaking to my mom about. She was like,
Say it again. You was breaking up. You
huh?
froze. Say it again. You
My
froze.
mom said, my mom said Jesus didn't drink the wine that we drink today. He didn't drink like it didn't have alcohol. It was like
So what wine he was drinking?
you can hear me.
Yeah, yeah, I heard you. But let's talk about boxing because yesterday we're gonna go to that.
You
Let's
heard
talk
me.
about boxing. We could
Yeah.
get to that later.
All right. Okay. So what do you want to talk? What do you want to talk about?
Hey, look at the title, my brother. We're talking about Earl Spence. We're talking about Earl Spence, Garcia. Garcia saying that he don't want to fight Earl Spence if he's not 100% because you know he wants his just due.
I think at the end of the day, I think Errol Spence should try to get a bigger fight. It should try to fight with Bud Crawford or Keith Thurman. I think Danny Garcia's out of like the like out of the situation now. But
Well, he's gonna be
that's just me.
mandatory almost to the WBC, so he's not gonna get out the way right quick. He's gonna be
hmm
he's not mandatory yet, but
I just want to see the big fights now. Like
okay, okay. So you
I
one of
want to
those
see
that want to see the big
Tyson.
fights. You want to know what's good, D?
What's up, Punch? What's good with you, dog?
I'm chilling, my brother. I'm chilling. Talk to me. What you think about it? Should he take a tune-up? Should he take? If I put my business hat on, my manager, my trainer hat on, and if I'm with Earl Spence, yes, I'd be like, you know what? Take the tune-up, man. But as a fan, I'm like, yo, go after. Go. You got to fight the fight. Cause also, you remember when he was on Keith Thurman? Oh, he's always injured. I'll fight the fight. He was calling Keith Thurman while he had the elbow surgery. Like he didn't give a damn. He said he was ducking. So hey, I mean, now go ahead and fight.
Errol wouldn't Errol
Yeah,
wouldn't need
yeah,
to
yeah.
take a
I
tune
feel
up
you.
if he
I
was
mean, it's like a. All right, baby. One
if he
second.
was
It's like love you too. It's like a two-edged sword, bro.
go ahead.
Because uh, safety wise, like Spence got to be careful, dog. You know what I mean? Because that head getting rattled around, you don't play with no head injury. I'll just say it like that. You don't play with a head injury, and that dude head got rattled around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but with that being said, like you said, as a fan, as a fan, and you telling me, look, man, I'm 100%. I don't need no tune up. Well, that nigga get in there and fight then. So
Right.
I feel you from that aspect. But safety wise, he probably should take a tune up. But I doubt that he will, dog. I think he's gonna go in there and fight Danny now. If he is where he says he is, then I think he beats Danny. But before they even get to the fight, I tell you guys this: trust and believe. They can say what they want to say right now. The fight's
Mm-hmm.
on and all of that shit. We
Yeah.
can hear all of that shit. But guys, it's still like a week and a half left before he gets to spar. He's gonna
Okay.
find out everything he needs to know
In a week and a half, right?
when he starts sparring.
Exactly,
And
and
if about 2 or 3 weeks from now y'all hear that he taking Maurice Lee in a fucking tune-up, don't be surprised. That's because he probably got his bell rung in sparring, and know damn well if he got his bell rung with 16-ounce gloves and headgear, he better not go in there with a Danny Garcia, cause more than getting his bell rung gonna happen.
to be honest, I think it's gonna take more than a week. I mean, he gets it in a week and a half. Yeah, it's gonna be. We probably gonna hear them signing a contract, probably a month and a half. In a month and a
Right.
half.
No, no, I'm saying in a week and a half he gets to start sparring.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
take some time. He's gonna have to get in there a few times, but like I said, he gonna know from when he spar, bro. Because those guys go in Spence. They say Spence go hard in sparring, and he go against bigger guys. So if Spence thinks that he's okay, then he's gonna keep up his same regimen. He's gonna go in there against some fucking light heavyweight or some super middleweight like he usually does, and get in there in a damn war. And I'm telling you, if they ring his bell and it don't feel right to him, then I can guarantee you Maurice Lee is on the books.
I feel you, man. What you think? What you think, Radar? What you think?
Hey, what's up, my boy? Buenas
What's up,
tardes.
Raider? What's up, fam?
What's good,
Buenas
man?
tardes, Evan. What's up, guys?
Buenas, buena mi gente. Dime, háblame.
What's cracking? ¿Cómo está el señor? How you guys doing?
Estoy bien. I'm good. I'm good, my brother. Talking
That's good.
boxing. Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day to you guys too. Nah, I don't know. Hey, did they say why he hasn't been cleared? I heard he hasn't been cleared because of his teeth.
Yeah, cause he's still waiting on the grill or.
Yeah, see, he got post. He got post in his mouth, right? So his gums got to heal, or up there in his gums they got to heal, so they could put the regulars on. Right now, it's just temporaries. So he can't spar or anything with those temporaries because they'll get knocked right out. So he's got to wait till they can put the regular teeth in, which they probably realistically they're not supposed to get knocked out because they're gonna be sealed up in there like regular teeth. So once he gets those in, then he can put the mouth guard in and go in there and start getting it in.
And also,
Um,
let me say also about that on sidebar is that one of my boy's uncle, he had the same issue, and sometimes he got to go back and forth to the hospital because he gets infected, it gets infectious. I know a lot of people that is we all see the rappers and we all see a lot of people with him, but it's not as it's not 100% like you're gonna be all right with all those. It's not as comfortable as you think it might be. So, but Radar, keep going. My fault.
no, no. What I'm trying to say is that if he's good, that what everybody's worried about is his mental status, right? Not really his fucking teeth. You know what I mean? So I mean, if he's mentally all right to go, I mean, shit, why not? Then let him get right in it.
Yeah, I think it's both though, because I think is he got to know how he feels when he gets hit. So that's the physical side, and then the mental side is
All right, peace. I gotta go.
all right, bro. That's gonna affect his mental side. It's almost like when Kell Brook had his thing, right? Is it a mental side? But he couldn't spar. He couldn't spar the way he wanted to because you don't want to affect the eye before you go into the matchup. And once he got hit in the eye, you saw he was blocking that eye throughout the whole fight. He was worrying about that eye, and eventually the other guy got busted. So I think it's both
Yeah.
physically and mentally.
Oh yeah,
I
I get what
honestly,
you're
I,
saying.
I honestly think that Spence's mental is fine, but here's the thing: all of that shit can change when he gets in there and spars, because he can be comfortable. Like, bro, he's not lying. He feels like he was blessed and he don't have nothing wrong with him. But you get in there and you take a couple of punches, boom, boom, and something tweaking. You like, what the fuck was that? I ain't never felt that before. Then you like, damn, if I go in here with him, that's when the mental starts to kick in. Like, I don't know, because if I took a hit like that from this guy, you know what I mean? That's when the mental start to work on you. But as far as right now, I think his mental's in order. Like he's moving the right way, he's exercising the right way, he's keeping his weight down, he's talking in the media the right way, not on all of that nonsense. So
Well,
I would
he's
say
slurring.
I think that most of that is because of I don't know, bro. But sometimes, like the video I got, he not really slurring or nothing on that video. He did a whole interview with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. He won't
Okay.
really slurring on that interview.
Okay. Okay.
That's where I got the clips from anyway. The interview he did on All That Smoke. It's
Oh,
Matt Barnes show and shit.
yeah, yeah. I know. I know. I know the show. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So, I mean, it's pretty. I mean, we just got to see after sparring. That's all I know. After sparring, he'll know, man. He'll know a lot more.
yeah.
DT3 Boone, he's a fighter, kickboxer, and Unbiased used to box, and they said they're the same thing. Like you learn a lot in sparring, bro. You learn a lot
True.
about
True.
what's coming
But
back to you and shit.
and I think also, even though it would be fair for Dennis Garcia to get that big fight, and it'll also be fair if Errol Spence take a 2-0, because even if, let's say, Dennis Garcia beats Errol Spence, he's not going to get his just due. You know how's it going to turn. You know the boxing world. They straight away, they're going to be like, well, that's not the guy. That's not Errol Spence. If he would have fought Errol Spence before the crash, just like, for example, just like with Deontay Wilder on the first fight. If he would have fought Tyson Fury before the I hiatus he had, it's like, you know, in boxing, nobody's gonna get their just due. I also respect what Bud Crawford was trying to say, saying he don't want to fight Errol Spence. He don't want to be the first one to fight Errol Spence on this comeback, because he knows if he beat him, he's not gonna get his just due. So probably for the sake of the fans and the way we're gonna analyze it, the aftermath or whatever, probably is best for Errol Spence to actually take a tune-up.
Yeah, I agree, man. I can already see all the excuses that people are going to be making if Errol Spence loses. But you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, man, if you're signing a contract, it's because you're ready to fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, but you know, in the end, they're gonna come with the excuse. You know, all the fighters, more fighters have an excuse after. You know, my shoulder. You saw Lomachenko with his shoulder, with the shoulder surgery. He got Keith Thurman had a couple of excuses.
Yeah, but he won though. So Loma, I don't look at that as an excuse because he won the fight. People
No,
want to talk about his performance. And
yeah,
look, it's because of my shoulder. But I think he get to say that because it's like, motherfuckers, y'all know I just had a shoulder and I beat him anyway. Shut the fuck up. So I think he gets to say that. And if you lose a fight like Wilder and say, oh, my bicep, my eardrum, the suit was too heavy, you know, somebody doped me, Tyson Fury got fucking leg. You know, when you do all of that, then that ain't lost the fight. That's
I saw another one where they're blaming the laser on and the red lasers in his eye or something. That LED light.
no, not yeah. I heard that, and now I know that they paid one of Tyson Fury's people to spike his water.
Dope his water. I just did a video on that shit, bro. I want to say something. Like, it's retarded.
Oh my god. Man, go ahead, Guido.
So now
Happy
somebody.
Memorial Day to everybody. Hey,
Yo,
What's up, Guido?
no, I just want to say Happy Memorial Day. Salute to everybody. To you, Punch, D. Jefferson, Raider. Salute to everybody in the chat.
salute, man.
Saludos.
So, yeah.
Saludos.
Saluda, mi mano. Tú sabes, ya tú sabes, bro. So,
Talk-
yeah, man.
Yeah.
What I was going to say, damn. I was going to say, yeah, I don't think Errol Spence should take that fight.
With Danny Garcia fight.
Yeah, I don't think so. You know why? I don't know if he's ready mentally and spiritually and physically.
I say this.
I don't think he's ready.
I say this.
And I think he deserves a tuna fight.
He deserves it. Now,
Yeah, I really think so.
I don't. To me, in my opinion, deserving a tune-up fight, he deserves. Maybe he should get a tune-up fight, but deserve, because that was self-inflicted. I could understand if a guy got injured in the ring, but that's self-inflicted. You know.
The reason why.
Oh, I was gonna say also, just think about it. If he does take a tune-up fight, we probably will not see Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence to 2022.
Damn.
Yo, check this out. I didn't mean to cut, but I like how you just put that punch, because think about this. If it was the Teamster days, he wouldn't deserve shit. That motherfucker would be put in the ring. Get your ass in the ring. Ain't nobody tell you to go drive that car.
Exactly.
We're gonna make some money off of you getting fucked up right now, but you gonna get in that ring. You know what I mean? And would you say he deserved the tune up? Nah, but do he need a tune-up? Hell yeah, he needed a tune-up.
Yeah.
That brain rattle, you know what I mean? But do he deserve it? Nah, I'm with Punch on this. Your dumb ass the one who got drunk and flipped that car.
Yep.
So it wouldn't be no question if you didn't do that. The only question would be if he didn't flip that car. The only question would still be and remain the same. Spence Crawford.
Yeah.
With no other questions.
And I agree with D. That's the reason why I say that.
Yeah, deserves.
Of that.
Yeah, deserves is a strong word. I mean, people would probably understand if he got a tune-up, but deserves is a strong word.
Yeah, I mean, we thought that Kell Brook probably deserved a tune-up, but the IBF said no.
His ass, somebody stabbed him, right?
Exactly. Right. And even if the IBF man like, nah, you gotta fight Errol Spence, you're gonna lose your belt. Right. Yeah, but the IBF terrible with that. But that's what I'm saying. Errol Spence with the IBF. Also, this is why I say that we probably, if he takes a tune-up, we're probably not going to see Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. It's because people got to remember the IBF mandatory is well overdue. The IBF mandatory is well overdue. He's gonna have to face his mandatory. Remember, he had a voluntary bout with Mikey Garcia, had the unification bout with Shawn Porter. Look at this right now. They're going to give him a voluntary. He's going to have to take a mandatory. So we're not going to see. It's either we see him, if he gets past Danielson Garcia, if he gets past his tune-up, we'll probably see that Bud Crawford fight way later on next year or 2022. When these guys are like 35 years old. Bud Crawford like 35, 34 years old.
Yeah, man. They wasting time.
Crawford will be 34 and... that is not far-fetched. Like, ideally and hopefully we get it in 2021, but that's not far-fetched that we get that fight in 2022. And it kind of fizzles out, if you ask me, at that point. I mean, I want to see the fight, but after they get that old, it really depends on how Crawford looks at that point. Because, you know, some of these fighters look good well into their mid to late 30s. You know what I mean? So if Crawford's still looking good, you know, maybe the fight may still be interesting, but to be honest, bro, I don't even think Errol Spence is going to be at 154. I mean, at 147 2 years from now.
Yeah, me too.
Be up to 154 by then.
Yeah, we had that discussion the other time, man. I don't know how these guys are still comfortably. Anybody can make 147. They can make 147, but looking at their interviews, they're not making for 147 comfortably.
No, they're not.
And the more money they make, and the more years go by, come on, they've been there for what, a decade already, or less than a decade. They got to move up.
Who's the number one on the IBF? Is it Abdulkakarov or what was?
Yeah, Abdulkakarov. He's been the mandatory for almost a year already. He's Frank Warren's boy.
Yeah.
So he's been sitting. They've been sitting on that mandatory for a while. Once they exercise it, he's gonna have to fight that mandatory. So let's say he takes a tune-up, he takes a mandatory, he takes Danielson Garcia. Even though he's gonna have to take that mandatory, or he's gonna get stripped. And you already know the IBF don't play. They could strip Canelo Alvarez. They will strip the hell out of Errol Spence.
Yeah, Canelo got stripped real quick.
Exactly. 30 days strip.
They're the swickers, yeah. They very strict, those people. Yeah.
So,
hey, let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys think, you know how Devin Haney got stripped because he got a surgery or whatever, his arm or whatever, or his shoulder or whatever it was?
Yeah.
Do you guys think that they should have stripped Spence when he got in that accident? Like, you know,
I'm not gonna say strip, but I'm very curious why they didn't put him on recess like they did Devin Haney.
Yeah, that's what I meant. My bad. Recess.
Yeah, I that's what I be saying. I don't know what the hell is going on with the WBC. I mean, they treating everybody different.
Business, you know that.
Yeah, but I understand it's all business. But then, we can understand it's business. But damn, you can't be treating every single fighter different. They gotta have some type of moral standard somewhere. Yeah, be business, be political, but damn, keep it consistent somewhere. Like, okay, they strip. This guy has surgery. Errol Spence has surgery. He gets the recess. Earl Spence don't get the recess. And maybe so because, of course, the WBC respects Spence more because he actually earned it. With this one, I said it from day one. They gift it and they take it away with Devin Haney. So even if they took it away from Devin Haney, he shouldn't even be mad.
But they gave it back to him though.
Ain't the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
thing that happened to Keith Thurman? Ain't the
What-
same thing that happened to Keith when he was out?
Well,
He still
Keith
had his
Thurman,
WBA back?
that was political too. Keith Thurman, he vacated the WBC. Probably that's Al Haymon pulling the strings. I believe that's Al Haymon also pulling the string
course.
with the WBC.
Yeah, because why would you vacate it? You know what I mean? When you can get it back, like if you're in recess.
Exactly. And they questioned that to Mauricio Sudamon, I believe like months ago. And he said, well, remember when Mauricio Sudamon said that whenever Keith Thurman is ready for the WBC, he gets first dip. They gave him an interview and he said, well, he lost. He said Mauricio Sudamon said, well, he rather fight with another belt federation and he lost. So, but in the end of the day, he was unified. What do you mean that he decided to fight? He's fighting for two federations. But he ain't gonna get that. He's what, ranked number 9 in WBC? Oh no, WBA, or he's 5 in WBC, something like that. He ain't gonna get that mandatory or that precision. And this is why I understand why some boxers just they man anal. Because Belt Federation is anal, promoters are anal. They tell you, here, vacate the belt. I promise you, whenever you ready, you gonna get that title shot. Then they change their mind. But I mean, that's Al Haymon. That's Al Haymon. I'm telling y'all, man. I don't care what anybody say. All these fighters, yes, cool. Al Haymon gives you money, but at the end of the day, I'm a fan. So how I see things, Al Haymon don't give a damn about the sport of boxing. He just care about giving them money.
Al Haymon care about them pockets, son.
Yeah. He don't care
All
about
that
legacy.
green, yeah.
He don't care about legacy. He don't care about legacy. And the sad part is that these guys are actually being slave to it. That's why I did the video about Ugas. Ugas saying I've been calling
Gotta
Devin
speak
Haney.
up. Yeah.
He said he been wanting that fight for two. He been asking for that fight for 2 years. No, you have not, because you was a mandatory in the IBF when you beat Ray Robinson. Stop trying to front. Come on, Ugas, I like you, but nah, you ain't gonna fake me. See, that's what happens when boxers like to talk like if there's no hardcore boxing fans and we don't know nothing about what's going on. Ugas, you beat Ray Robinson. You was mandatory. You let Al Haymon say, Papi, I got you. Move over because we need Errol Spence to get this easy fight for his Dallas homecoming party. And out of nowhere, here comes Carlos Ocampo. You lost your chance because you wanted to listen to Al Haymon. Because y'all all slaves to Al Haymon. Most of y'all. I'm just gonna say most of y'all.
They brainwashed by him too.
Yeah. Because they're getting all that money. And probably, you
Pimping
know,
on these guys. Yeah, he's pimping on these fighters. Shit.
I don't even know if Pippen. I just think that the way they talk about him, like, yo, that's your business, that's your manager. Y'all be talking to, like, when Chris Colbert said he's a god. Damn. You know what probably it is that these guys never imagine or probably never put their, sometimes you gotta price yourself. And maybe they priced themselves so low that when they got that big check, oh my God, thank you, Al Haymon, Daddy Haymon, oh my God, I never thought I was gonna get $8 million for a purse. How do you do it? Oh my God, Al Haymon, thank you, Poppy.
Right. Yeah. Then,
Hey,
2 years down the
if-
line, they found out they've been screwed.
Hey, if Danny beats Spence, that's for the two belts, right? The WBC and the IBF.
Yeah.
All right. Now, also, Danny, I think isn't he number 1 on the WBO where Terrence
Yeah,
Crawford is?
he's actually mandatory to book Crawford.
Damn.
Yeah.
So he could have
But
potentially
Danny's
fight
ducking
for 3.
Crawford.
But he ignored the offer to fight him. He ignored it.
No, but the thing is, this is what it is.
He
Also,
didn't even respond to it. He didn't try to renegotiate.
Well,
He just
maybe
came on the
if he
interview
knew,
and said that's not enough money.
yeah,
He's
but
still-
maybe if he knew that he had Spence lined up, maybe why would he want to go to that fight when he can
Nah,
probably get his belt there?
That nigga just didn't want it. He just didn't want that boss smoke. I'm not
I
trying
think
to
that-
all of that got Spence lined up. It's a champion. It's a
the
champion, bro. You
you
take
know
a
you.
champion on.
It's not about to me. It's not about Bud Crawford. It's about Al Haymon not respecting the WBO. So the guys fall in line in the PBC dudes. They fall in line and believe whatever Al Haymon is saying. If Al Haymon got problem with the WBO, that means Keith Thurman got problem with the WBO. He talked down on the WBO. Danny Garcia is talking down about the WBO. That's all how Al Haymon. All Al Haymon, these guys are slaves to Al Haymon. They have forfeit their careers to him. That's it. So that's why also people be like, oh, like we could do a poll right now. Who got the best fighters right now? And maybe most of us gonna say PBC. But you know what? If we then do a poll and say who makes the best fight, PBC lands in the end. How's that possible? How they got the best fight but got the worst events? To be honest, man, if we're gonna smoke somebody out there, Foxhole, if we were gonna expose anybody, if hardcore boxing channels want to expose anybody, it's actually smoking Al Haymon's fight. We gotta become like some type of media and chase them down like they did Princess Diana. We gotta find Al Haymon. He got us asking some damn questions.
And if you go to the voice of boxing, that's a video of him.
Yo, my man, he's more protected than Michael Jackson protected his own kids with the mask. How the hell in Google we only got like 3 pictures of Al Haymon?
And we don't even know if they're official.
Right? Maybe he's a robot.
I've only seen one video of that dude when he was I guess it was a video on they were interviewing him. Who was it? What's the trainer's name? Virgil Hunter. And then that fool came by. Al Haymon came by and they said what's up, and I seen him. But I haven't seen anything.
It's under the boxing voice.
Yo, I was just thinking something funny right now. Yo, man, it's crazy. Boxing is funny.
That fool's like a fucking cartel leader. You don't have no pictures of that dude.
I'm telling you, man. He's protected, bro. He's cast with a friendly ghost, Toby.
Hey, real quick, not to get off our subject, but Punch. I saw that interview you did with Teo's dad the other day.
Oh yeah,
I was in the chat, and he was saying that Sulaman told him that the franchise designation is transferable now.
He said that they're gonna be fighting for the diamond belt, but if he beats Lomachenko, then they could request the franchise, and they're gonna give the franchise belt to Teofimo. So practically, that's transferable to me.
That's crazy because he said that it was not transferable. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thank you, Reggie. Good looking out, my brother. Yeah, he did say that.
And then he tried to
and
then he tried to say that he could still be undisputed, but then all the sanctioning bodies shut that shit down. They was like, no, they're not fucking recognizing that belt, because if you can't transfer it, then we're not recognizing it for undisputed.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that whatever they are saying, because they all saying different things, right? Watch, come fight night, you gonna see, y'all, that belt will be like, when they raise all the belts that's on the line, that belt is gonna be up. Watch, it's a big fight. Trust me, they're just not gonna brush that belt out the way. Like everybody gonna know that he's the WBC champion. Everybody gonna know that gotta be transferable. Watch, because right now it's only us talking about it. It's only hardcore boxing fans talking about it. Wait till the mass media gets and then they're gonna start questioning Mauricio Sudamon time and time again. They're gonna question Lomachenko. They're gonna question Teofimo Lopez. They're gonna question Bob Arum. And when those questions come rapidly, time and time again, leading up to the fight, trust me, that belt will be transferable come fight night.
Is there even a WBC
the media got to put pressure on these guys?
Is there a WBC franchise belt? Like, does Canelo have a belt and Lomachenko have a WBC belt? Like actual?
Yeah,
they have a belt.
They got a belt. I'm telling you.
I thought the franchise was not a belt though. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Here's a belt. Watch, you gonna see it.
Bro, they wear a franchise belt, so it's a goddamn belt.
You gonna see it. Watch. Let the when the heat gets on. Remember, it's only us. It's only hardcore boxing people right now that's keeping boxing alive. That's how I said in the video in the live show. It's only us, and you know that in the hardcore boxing fan, it's only a little bit of us. So they value us, but they don't truly value us. They actually, they like to play and hook wink the casuals, but they can't hook wink us. But watch, those questions are gonna come. That's why we look at Mauricio Sulaimán when he does an interview with a boxing channel that's not like a mass media boxing channel. What happens? He says, "I don't want to talk about it. That's it. Like, he can't take it. But he's gonna answer. He's gonna have to really come with a concrete answer. He can't run away from this.
That's why
he can't run away because this is a big fight, and this might be the biggest fight in 2020. It's gonna be a big fight. They're gonna answer some questions. That's it.
That's facts, bro. Plus, they want to see the kids get it on. So
you think that Mauricio Sulaimán is not gonna want Teofimo Lopez as their champion after beating Lomachenko? They just gonna give him a diamond belt?
They're gonna have to call up Devin Haney and be like, "Hey, my boy, let me get that belt back real quick."
Not even. They don't care about that belt. Trust me. Right now, they may act like they do. They don't care about that belt. Or right now, it's all Lomachenko. That WBC is all Lomachenko. They treating that shit like, excuse my language, like the regular WBC, like the way the WBA treats the regular WBA. Who's the regular WBA champion right now in lightweight division? Gervonta Tank Davis. They don't give a damn about that belt.
that fugazi ass belt.
Yeah, and then there's another one, the gold, right?
Who got the gold? Virgil Ortiz, right?
No, I think it's Von Mendy or something like that.
Which one they gave Virgil Ortiz? I know they gave him what? I know they gave him a belt. I don't know if it was a WBC, WBA. In his last fight, they gave him some belt.
Oh no, that's at 147. Ortiz got the WBA gold. Yeah, I thought it was about 135.
Yeah. They got a lot of belts, man. I don't know what the hell is happening, man. They got the copper belt, the WBC, the gold, the silver medal, the bronze.
The iron belt, the diamond belt. This shit don't make no sense.
The fucking pigeon belt.
Yo,
might even make a PBC champ belt. Who knows?
The shirt, their shirt is worth more than the belts.
Hey, you know what's dope? You know what I do like about the WBC? They're making like a trainer or coach's belt.
I like that. That I respect to the fullest. I like that very much.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can appreciate that too.
You know what I love, man? I did a video about it. I love the way Inoue brushed off the WBC. You remember his last fight when the WBC go? If y'all look at it, I had a video about
I've seen that.
You seen it? If y'all look at Inoue versus look at Inoue versus Nonito Donaire in the end of the fight when he about to do the interview or whatever. They try to give him the WBC belt. He looked at it and he pushed it away.
That's how he did it.
I did a video about it. And if you just check out the fight, go to the zone. If you got the zone, go check out the fight. Look at the end and watch what Inoue does to that belt. That's what I wanted. That's what I want people to do to their belt federation. Get out of here, man. I don't want that. What is that? Nah.
No, but
Bro,
I don't think he has the WBC, does he?
That's
he
what
have the
Justin
WBA
did to that interim belt that he got from Ferguson. He threw that bitch on the ground. He's like, man, fuck that belt.
Yeah. And that, everybody, a lot of people be like, yo, you hate on Devin Haney. That's all I wanted Devin Haney to do. That's really my critique of him. It was that I wanted him to show the WBC, get out of here with this politics shit. We ain't playing that nonsense belt out of my face. Who the hell you think I am? That's all I wanted the kid to do, man.
Hey, what belt was that? The one you're talking about now? The WBC. What? I know you don't have the super belt. What is it? What belt is that? Diamond belt or something?
Which one? You know what?
The one you were talking about. Yeah, I know it.
They was giving him some diamond belts, some Mayan, some. They was giving out. They got so many belts. I can't even. We can't keep.
Diamond belt. Yeah.
Yeah, with the diamond belt, he's like, get out of here. Don't
Yeah,
give
that
me
makes
that.
sense because
I love how he did that though.
I love how he did that.
Hey, Wilder talked all of that shit about the franchise belt. He's like, don't even bring that belt to me. I ain't gonna take that belt.
Exactly.
I bet you he wish he had took it now.
Right? Yo, that's a content. That's a wonderful content. Dude, you got to make that video, bro. I'll leave it up to you.
I want one like that too, though. I don't know.
That's an excellent point. Peace to the channel, by the way. Peace,
Yo, Glad was good.
Hey, I bet you too. If he would have been franchised, and they would have took that franchise belt away and give it to Tyson Fury, they would have been pissed too.
Nah, they wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, it's not transferable. It's not transferable.
Nah, bro.
It's happening, Glenn.
But it's downloadable. You can download your email.
Yeah, it is downloadable because Devin Haney got it downloaded twice, though, didn't he?
Yo, I gotta go.
Teofimo called Devin Haney a 2-time email champ.
Facts.
Hey man, but hey, that fight's gonna be dope as fuck. Though I can't wait for that fight, man.
Which one?
Tio and Loma.
Tio Loma. I can't wait for that fight too, man. That's the biggest fight.
You guys got Tio. You guys are all Tio guys. It's all good though.
I got Teofimo Lopez, but that's my gut feeling. But I won't be surprised if Lomachenko wins. I just got Tio on that one. I don't.
Nah, I got Lomachenko, but I'm a huge Teofimo fan, but I can't get a kid to fight, bro. I got Lomachenko.
Okay.
That's a 50-50 for me. I'm like at 51-49 Lomachenko right now. It's like that close, by a butt hair.
I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, depends how big your butt is, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a 50-50, you know what I'm saying? Like, and, I think that Loma is shown us, like, some amazing Matrix skills. They don't call him Lomachenko and Matrix for no reason. But at the end of the day, this dude, Tio, is like, he's a beast, man. Like, he's up and coming. He got belief in himself, and that's one thing that you can't back down. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't shut somebody up when they believe in themselves like that, you know?
And he got legit power. He got legit power. He got legit power. He's not that break you down fighter. He could do damage with one shot. See, there's a lot of fighters that could do damage, but they got to accumulate the punches, take you into deep waters, and blah, blah. Teofimo Lopez could end you, man. And that's what it is. Teofimo Lopez, one thing about Vasyl Lomachenko, great, probably the best technician right now in the sport of boxing. But also Lomachenko throws enough punches in which he's subjected to counter shots.
That's true.
It's not like a Floyd Mayweather Floyd Mayweather don't throw high volume punches. Everything is like everything he throws. It feels like, let's say with Floyd Mayweather, everything he throws is like accuracy is gonna get there. It's almost like planned. With Lomachenko he's accurate but throws a lot of punches. He don't got a knockout punch. He's gonna be subjected to a counter shot, and I think that Teofimo Lopez will take it to give it.
He is a great counter puncher. He has shown an incredible beard because he ate Comey's left hook twice. That's Comey's best punch.
Mm-hmm.
He ate it twice. Nakatani had a 70% knockout ratio. He was eating those punches. So the kid's got a beard.
Yep.
Yes, he will take it to give it. But when he gives it, it's going to, that's going to be a lot more trouble for Loma.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Could Loma, because the question, like we was talking about earlier last week, the question is not really can Teofimo Lopez take Vasyl Lomachenko's power, punches. We don't talk about that. We really talk about can Vasyl Lomachenko take Teofimo Lopez power punches.
Yeah,
and if Pedraza can make him look like a raccoon, I think Teofimo Lopez could do some damage.
Have you seen the Nonades fight? If y'all saw the Nonades fight, and how he was doing good, but he couldn't close the distance. I think that's why Jorge Nanadas made a mistake because he can't fight Loma in the inside. I feel like he should have boxed him because he got the longer arms.
But I'll say
If
this.
Nanadas, I'm just saying, if Nanadas could drop
Come
him,
back,
right?
Guido.
And
If
also, he's a
Nanadas could
big
drop,
boy. He's a big boy too. Teofimo Lopez is a big boy.
That was Loma's
see, I'm
first
just
fight, though.
saying,
At
if
135.
Nanadas could drop him, the female could also drop him too if he has
Luke
a good
Campbell,
timing.
Luke Campbell had good success against Lomachenko, and although Luke Campbell and Teofimo are terribly different stylistically, um, the level of boxer they are, that's the comparison I'm making. They're both good boxers, and Luke Campbell had really good success against Lomachenko. See, the thing with Lomachenko is he's not as untouched as he was at 126 and 130.
Exactly.
126 and 130, his numbers was actually rivaling Floyd Mayweather's numbers as being not touched. He had a over 41% spike when he went to 135. So it went from the 20 percentile to the 40 percentile as soon as he went to 135. So that tells you he's getting touched a lot more.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, his actual punch percentage in each fight was over 50%, and you know what they say about that too. You know what I'm saying? If you got a punch ratio over 50% in a fight, you probably gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like you don't even need to think about it.
Almost the same type of, not critique, but the same way I see in certain spots the Spence and Sanctioning, I see it in Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez. I see Spence throwing a lot of punches, but I see Sanctioning timing it and countering him. I see those I see those scenarios. Teofimo Lopez, Sanctioning is gonna stand in front of Spence. He ain't gonna move. And I believe that Teofimo Lopez, he could use his legs. I've seen him use his legs. He got good leg work. And he's going to stay in the pocket as well.
And I've seen Spence get rocked before, you know what I'm saying? And this is why whenever we have this conversation and it comes to Bud and Spence, I'm not taking anything away from any of the fighters, but I feel like Bud actually knows that, hey, I'm gonna change pace on each punch. I'm gonna give you a couple of taps, and then all of a sudden you can get the full blunt force of what I'm throwing, and I'm gonna see if you're ready for it. You see what I'm saying? And then so that's why it's so intriguing because Danny Garcia doesn't even do that. He just throws power punches left and right. You know what I'm saying? And he's got good timing. It's not like he's the quickest in every area, but when it comes to timing, he's fucking pretty good at that. And that's why he's always been in interesting fights. And so I think it's intriguing. And, I think Spence may need a tune-up fight because I don't want to see him go out like that. You know what I mean? I want to see him at his best when he fights the best,
Yeah.
Hey, and real quick, going back to Teo and Loma, I think Teo and Mikey have similar traits, like their best traits: good counter punching, accuracy's on point, their timing is good, the counter punching, they're good on their feet at 135. So it's kind of like kind of like almost like a Mikey Loma when we wanted a Mikey Loma. You know what I mean? But man, that fight, dude, is gonna. I can see Loma outboxing Teo, but I think Loma's gonna get caught, man. And depending on how he responds, man, that's how the fight's gonna go the rest of the way. You know what I mean?
And can I say one more point real quick before anybody else jumps on?
Yeah.
I think that when it comes down to it, the point that you just made, Raider. By the way, I'm a Raiders fan, so peace to you. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Can't wait for the new stadium to open. But anyway, when it comes down to it, right? So he's right, though. So when it came down to Loma fighting or not wanting to fight Mikey because he was 2 weight classes above him, but then he fought Rigondeaux 2 weight classes below him. You know what I'm saying? That had to jump up. So I thought, that was a lack of confidence, and I don't know how that carries out when he's already been tagged by Linares. He's been tagged, he hasn't looked really good in the last couple fights, and then you get that all in the back of your mind, and then you fight somebody like Teofimo that believes in himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
That's a fight.
I hear so much about the Rigo fight, and I always try to tell people that fight was a product of matchmaking. That fight wasn't about Lomachenko's heart or none of that shit, bro. That fight was a product of matchmaking because of Rigo's name solely and Bob Arum and you know what I mean. That's what that fight was about, bro.
Yeah, but
Hell yeah.
my question is, how good is Teo? Like all of us boxing hardcore fans have a 50-50 fight with Lomachenko. Lomachenko being a top 3 pound for pound fighter. You know what I mean? That speaks a lot
I
about
don't have
Teo's
that.
ability
I think as much as I think because as much credit that we give Lomachenko and the credit that he deserves is that we just don't see Lomachenko as being invincible, and that's what it is. Lomachenko's matrix and all, but he could be touched, and he has been touched, and he has been floored, and that's why we could see a 50-50. We see
Yeah, but
spots in
it's also
Lomachenko that he's not highly successful in certain spots.
it's also a credit to Teofimo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that too. That too.
I'll say one thing too that I hear a lot of people. Now, don't get me wrong. Lomachenko is a wizard in the ring, but I don't think he fights as well with the pressure on him as people give him credit for. I think you pressure him a little bit, he gets a little bit flustered. I've seen Luke Campbell do it a couple of times in their fight.
Yeah.
At least not at 135. I'm not going to say that at 126 and 130. You're able to push guys around, and he's much stronger at those weights, more of his natural weight class. But at 135, I haven't really seen that.
To be honest, also we got to give him credit that Lomachenko also likes to fight. He's just not. He's willing to fight you too in spots, and that's why also he does get hit because he's not this just strict boxer technician. He actually wants to entertain. He actually want to take some risks. With that, he's gonna get touched.
And D, I'm gonna agree with you with that, right? And then I'm gonna put on the flip side as far as Teo being concerned, right? The reason he had trouble with Nagatani because Nagatani was coming forward at him, and giving him different looks. He was an awkward type of fighter. So, and then Teo's output was a lot less because of that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's why it becomes a 50-50 fight because it's like, all right, well, they got the styles that each of them don't like. Yeah. To be honest with you.
Well, I got it 60-40 personally.
That's fair too.
Yeah.
That's fair too.
Hey, let me ask you guys a question real quick. Who do you think has a better offensive skills, Lomachenko or Monster Inoue?
Lomachenko, easy.
I think Lomachenko has more
skills. He's one that has more power, but offensive skills, Lomachenko hands down, bro.
Yeah.
My bad. What was the question?
No, I said who has more offensive skills, Lomachenko or Monster Inoue?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Lomachenko too. Yeah, because and Inoue, he's a power puncher, but part of offense is also the way that you feint and shit like that, and he tends to just come forward, and he takes the blows to give him because he knows he got power, whereas Lomachenko's kind of ducking while he's hitting those shots, so it's kind of defense a little bit into the offense, but his offense is part of his defense, and vice versa.
Yeah, and that Lomachenko can turn his opponents around too.
Yeah.
I knew he's like Terrence Crawford. It's what I tell a lot of people about Terrence Crawford. It's not that he's a defensive wizard. It's that he's so gifted offensively. His offense sometimes translates into defense because, like I said, he punches in between your punches. You know what I mean? And all of that type of stuff. So it keeps you at bay. But he's no defensive specialist. He gets hit. Just like Inoue gets hit. That's why Donaire cracked his damn eye socket. These guys get hit. Crawford gets hit. Inoue gets hit. They're no defensive specialists, but they are very gifted and talented offensively.
Lomachenko gets hit too, though.
Yeah, that's well. This is what we're saying. We making the comparison, and we agreeing that yeah, he gets hit. Like the dude is not Floyd Mayweather. Like he gets hit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's gonna be
Yeah,
a chess match. That's for sure. That's
yeah,
gonna be a
somebody said
chess
that in the
match.
comments earlier, and I agree with them 1,000% about that. Like it's gonna be a chess match.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll tell you like this: it may be a chess match, but Lomachenko, the deeper thinker, his knowledge go a little bit further back. I can guarantee you, Lomachenko seen a couple of Teofimos, stylistically wise. He might not have felt the Teofimo power, but stylistically, he's seen a few Teofimos before in his boxing career. Teofimo had never seen a Lomachenko, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I want to
I'm pretty
ask.
sure this is gonna probably be. On my bad. I'm pretty sure this is probably gonna be Loma's hardest puncher ever, Teofimo.
I just want
Yeah.
to ask all of you. What are the keys to victories for Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko? What they both got to do to win?
Wow, that's a good ass question, man. I'm gonna have to think about that real quick.
Loma's gonna have to keep turning them and not get caught. That's what I think. He's gonna have to keep turning them, not get caught, keep feigning, and use his experience. And because basically, that's what you were just talking about right now about his experience in the amateurs, being a two-time gold Olympic medalist. You know what I'm saying? So he's got that experience. So but what he needs to do is get grimy like Salido did. You know what I'm saying? But from a young gun perspective, just catch him. You just expect him to try to turn you, and then come back and have those shots waiting for him, and then make him kind of like back up and rethink his whole strategy and get to his old ways, which is try to fight in front of you and try to dodge you like that, and then you can plan for that too if you watch enough fights. He's quick, but I mean, if timing is a whole different subject. You could be fast as hell, but if you get timed, it's a whole different subject.
Yeah, for me,
I
if I'm Lomachenko, man, I know that part of Teo's plan is gonna be to time me. So I'm gonna give Teo all kinds of angles, keep touching him all the time. It doesn't matter if I don't hit him hard or not. Just keep touching him. Let him know that I'm coming out at different angles. Go to the body, come to the side, go to the top, and and try to disrupt his timing. That's gonna be probably Loma's best.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, his best way. And Teo's. Let me think about Teo's real quick.
look, I'm
I
gonna break
think.
it down. Oh,
Go ahead, D.
all right. Look, Lomachenko has to come in there, just like my man Glenn said. He's going to have to turn himself. He's going to have to continuously use lateral movement. He's going to have to change levels on Teofimo. Okay, inside, outside, lateral movement, change levels on the kid. The reason I'm saying he has to do all of that is to keep him confused. You got to keep him confused. He's got to touch him. Doesn't have to be power punches, but he's got to touch him, keep him confused, change levels on the kid, utilize his footwork, lateral movement. That's the key for Lomachenko. If he does that, and he does that for 12 rounds, he's going to beat the kid, and I say fairly easy. Now, for Teofimo, he has to prevent that. Teofimo does actually a really good job at cutting the ring off. How does Teofimo prevent that? He has to work the body. That's what he has to do. Early and often, he has to work Lomachenko body. Loma don't like it to the
Slow
body.
him down.
Teofimo
Yeah.
get in to the body, and he can get in safely. You know why? Because the head moves, but the body don't go no damn where. Okay?
Yep.
Work him to the body. Start fainting to the body, like around the fourth or the fifth round. Feint to the body. Catch him with either hook. Check left, check right. Catch him with either hook.
Yeah, I agree with that, D. And also one more important factor on that, in order for Teo to win, also he's got to maintain a certain distance. That way, Loma is not coming in and out and coming side, going to the side, using angles. If he keeps him at one distance, it's a better chance of him seeing and countering and timing Lomachenko.
I think that he had Teofimo Lopez has the quality to be unpredictable. See, for Teofimo Lopez, his style is he loves flat-footed fighters. He loves fighters coming at him. That's when he shows his actual greatness. But if you move And if he moves and you move and you play and you play the yin yang game, you play the outside when he want to come. You go on the inside because he had the ability to do that because he got the footwork to do that. Then you make Lomachenko have to adjust as well. In the end of the day, I feel that Teofimo Lopez will be way more comfortable on the inside than Lomachenko. He has the speed to get there probably anytime he wants. So, fight like it's a 12-round bout. Have a good game plan. Show different type of wrinkles that Lomachenko probably has not seen. Because think about it. Look at all his fight. Look at all his opponents. All his opponents want to stay in front of him.
Yeah, let me reiterate what I mean by distance. I don't mean I don't mean like far away. I mean at a distance that's comfortable for Teofimo Lopez. It doesn't have to be far. It doesn't have to be close. It could be mid range. It's just the same distance that way he can time them.
I agree with that 1,000%. But before I commit and bet anything, I'm gonna have to call Rob from last night and tell him to read my tarot cards, and then I'll know for sure, and then I'll come back here and let you guys know. All right?
All right. Yeah, I remember that live from yesterday.
That was crazy. My bad. I wasn't trying to throw it off though. What you was gonna say, Guido?
Nah, I agree, and I feel like Teofimo has to make Lomachenko uncomfortable in the ring. And Lomachenko loves to move. Like, I agree with D. He has to work on the body. He has to slow him down in the later rounds.
I do think that Lomachenko is smart enough to negate that also, though, because he's used to that. That's where he's comfortable at. He's comfortable at people coming at him. So for me, you have to do it in spots. Come at him, but don't come at him. Make Lomachenko get comfortable so he could come at you. Right. Make Lomachenko come, because Lomachenko wants to entertain. Lomachenko also wants to fight. Lomachenko's gonna go after you sometimes, and that's where you wanna look. I love the way that Teofimo Lopez likes to connect. He knows how to throw those hooks off the back foot. He knows how to throw those counter shots while he's moving back.
Yo, punch.
He also good at the catch and shoot. He's very impressive in that shit too.
Yeah.
He knows how to do that.
Check it out, bro. When the referee is on the opposite side of you, you tear that fucking hip up. If the ref on the right, you tear the left hip up. If the ref on the left, you tear up the right hip. It's a boxing tactic, bro. I don't want to hear anything about it being an illegal blow. I didn't say punch him in the balls. I said punch him in that hip. And with the way Teofimo hits, that's effective, bro. Because it slows down that movement.
Yeah.
You gotta do something with that.
The arm too, because if he taller, right? Tails taller, right? So I mean, like you hit down on the arms.
That's right. Tear them up. Tear them up, bro.
Yeah, you gotta make it a little rough. Gotta make it rough. And even if you make it rough, Lomachenko's gonna want to fight, and he's gonna have a lot of openings too. I feel like Teofimo Lopez is gonna have a lot of openings for him to land some right hands, body shots, uppercuts.
Yeah.
It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. It's always been there. It's always been there. They call him the Matrix. They call him the Matrix, but he gets hit.
I'll tell you this: if Lomachenko hurts the kid at any point in that fight, if he hurts him, that fight's over. Loma's going to win that fight. Yep, because listen, if Loma hurts him, if he's able to buzz him, hurt him at any point in that fight, Teofimo has to think too much. And if he has to start thinking too much, not going to outthink Loma. Ain't going to happen.
I don't know. That's something that I feel with that one is we haven't seen. See, we seen Lomachenko get put down and come right back up. So of course, if we say that Lomachenko gets hurt, we know that he could come back up because he has proven that. But also, I don't know if I think we seen Teofimo Lopez also get hit, but he stayed. But he stays still punching. If he goes down, I don't know. We haven't been in that situation where we witnessed if Teofimo Lopez had that grit to get up and win the fight.
But to somebody's point, I don't remember who just said it. I'm not sure if it was D or somebody else, but basically he's shown that he got a beard, right? And so
Yeah, he has.
with that beard, right? Um, and you already know that Lomachenko is playing with points. You know, he's pity patting here and there. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to show the crowd, and then if he feel like he can knock you out, then he really go for it. You know, but for the most part, he's just trying to tag you and get points.
When we talking about hurt or dazed, because hurt.
No. I mean, like simply days and buzzer.
Okay.
This is why I'm not saying hurt him. If he hurt him, it's definitely over because the kid is not going. But I'm talking about simply buzzing because if he buzzes him, right, it's going to be enough to keep him at bay. You have to think when you can't just come in there. I think initially, I don't think Teofimo is going to have too much fear of Lomo's power. He's fought guys, in my opinion, that hits harder than Lomo. But you know, it's always a certain punch. The way that thing comes, the one you don't see, and then it hits you mentally. And if he does that, if he buzzes that kid, it's going to be something different. I'm telling you, bro. Because see, look, I see what you're saying, Punch Drunk. We haven't seen what the kid does, right? If he gets buzzed and how he comes back, but then the wild card on that is who you coming back against. It's not like him getting buzzed coming back against Haney or getting buzzed coming back against Nakatani or Magdalena. This is him getting buzzed and coming back against Loma.
Okay.
With all of that shit he gonna be throwing your way, he ain't gonna solve that puzzle, bro.
Okay.
Not flustered from being buzzed, like, oh my God, I didn't even think he could buzz me like that. Now you flustered from that. It's already a fucking 1,000-piece puzzle to solve. When he buzzed you like that, now it's a 10,000-piece puzzle. Because now you got to worry about taking that shot too.
Do you think if he buzzed him and get him hurt, he'll go for the kill, not being tempted that Teofimo could shoot a right hand to shoot? You think he'll go after him?
He won't do it.
Oh, okay.
He ain't doing it with Cool Hand Luke because he buzzed Luke, but he ain't just jump all over him like that. Because Luke buzzed his ass before he buzzed Luke. Before he hurt Luke, Luke rocked Lomachenko. So when he hurt Luke, he still played it calculated. Now, if he did that with Luke Campbell, what do you think he's going to do with Teofimo Lopez? Because we got to remember, guys, again, this is Lomachenko at 135. He's already out of his comfort zone.
Yeah.
He can't be playing around with these guys, playing pity pat with these motherfuckers. They can put him down. But if Salido put him down, these guys can put him down.
If Fimo wins, let's say that. If he wins, where is he ranked?
1. Easy.
You put him 1?
Yo, that's
pound for pound.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about at 135.
Nah. That's one of them, man.
If he beats Lomachenko, where is he ranked on the pound for pound?
Pound for pound. Where you think they should put him?
I don't think he's on there.
Yeah, he's top
10. 10, yeah, but not top 5. I don't think.
You don't think he'll be top 5?
No.
I think he'll be top 5.
He won't be 5?
No, he wouldn't be 5. People would move up, and he would move into the top 10. But there's other guys that's already there that's knocking on. Because, you look at Canelo, you look at Usyk, you look at Terrence Crawford.
He won't be at top of Errol Spence?
Yes. I would have him over Errol. I would.
Yo, I had a flip side question right before Punch said that point right there. That's an interesting point you made, Punch, because I was thinking on the flip side. So if Teofimo Lopez knocks him out, where does he rank? You know what I'm saying? And how do you see him stacking up against everybody else?
Yeah, that's what we talking about, Teofimo.
Yeah.
I thought you said if Loma wins.
No. Fimo wins.
Loma's already ranked. He's already arguably number 1. I mean, it's an argument between him, Crawford, and Canelo. So he's arguably number 1. So he's already ranked in the top 3, at least pound for pound. But we're talking Teofimo. I don't think he gets into the top 5, but I think he gets into the top 10.
Because we'll move Lomachenko out of the top 3. So who moves up?
Well, who moves up?
Hold on. Let me ask you this:
I would have Chocolatito, probably Hanoi, Usyk, Crawford, and Canelo, and so I wouldn't put Teofimo over any of those guys. No, I wouldn't put him over Leo Santa Cruz. Because look at all he's accomplished already. It would be an argument even.
The only thing is that he's actually beating a top 3 pound for pound dude. When and Leo Santa Cruz, he's not beating, or Chocolatito not beating a top 5 pound for pound dude in the sport of boxing.
Well, I mean, and then they'll have the 4-belt undisputed. So, I mean, again, it'll be an argument. I wouldn't shoot him. I just wouldn't shoot him over.
Because I will see him no matter. I don't care what type of belt he got.
Right off the fly, I would, go back and look. I usually just generally keep like top 5. So we're talking about kicking Loma out the top 5. So that's something I would have to look at. But my thing is just, with the way I look at it, I'm pretty sure I could find 2 or 3 guys that I would still actually have above him. Errol Spence, wouldn't be one of them, because the last time I looked at, I had him squeezing into the fucking top 10, to tell you the truth.
Okay, so I got a good question, because Think Cat was good thing. You got Crawford. Canelo stand firm. Canelo, let's say Book Crawford is top 2. What's the main reason he's top 2? The main reason. Because he was undisputed, or what is it?
I think solely because of 4-belt undisputed, coupled with multi-division champion.
Okay, because that's what I was thinking. Like, he's top 2 because he's undisputed. Now, in my eyes, in my estimation, if Teofimo Lopez beats Lomachenko, and any, I believe, logical boxing minds will look at Teofimo Lopez as undisputed.
Right.
Oh, man.
That's why Usyk is up there too, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly. But Teofimo would have only done it in this weight class.
Not true.
It was a multiple division champion, so they both would have undisputed on him. But then Terrence Crawford transcended weight classes, so he has that accomplishment as well. He's done it at 147. He's done it at 135. So
my question: Why wouldn't Teofimo Lopez be top 5? There's only been 3 under. If he's become undisputed, I mean, it's only 3 people in the history in the last 20 years or 25 years that's been undisputed.
But that's why I said with Crawford, I have him there because of undisputed, coupled with. That's me. I don't know how everybody,
No, I'm gonna go with Crawford top in the top. I'm saying
I think we even had a conversation yesterday.
He doesn't fit the criteria. He doesn't fit my criteria because he has 4-belt undisputed. So other guys have they have things that to me is equivalent and accomplishments, like transcendent weight classes, winning multiple titles, even if they unified in different weight classes. But Crawford has multiple divisions plus 4-belt undisputed. So I look at all of that. I don't just look at the 4 belts and say Crawford's supposed to be there.
Hey, but what about Mikey then? Where do you have Mikey at? Since it's 4 and he's
Mikey, I don't have him anywhere. Like, what the fuck? I don't have Mikey anywhere, honestly.
Because also we got to include the opponent, and that's what it is. It's one thing becoming undisputed, but he'll be undisputed beating Lomachenko, who's already a pound for pound. Like, none of the guys that Buck Crawford did beat. Love the accomplishment, and I don't want to take nothing away from Buck Crawford, because there's a lot of people always want to take shit from Buck Crawford because that isn't a great accomplishment. But also we got to add the opponents. If he beats and become undisputed and beating Lomachenko, who's regarded top 3 worldwide. For me, I gotta put him in the top 5.
Here's my problem with that. So even Andy Reese, right? He beat Joshua, and he had the 3 belts, and he was not even in the
4 belts.
Yeah, no, he had the 3, right? Because WBC was Wilder, but.
I was counting the IBO because I don't respect WBC as much no more. So the IBO has.
Right? They didn't put him on the pound for pound, and he shouldn't be, because of 1 win, and then Teofimo. I mean, think how many fighters are quality fights. He would probably have Comey and just Lomachenko, and should that be worthy of a top 5 pound for pound for 2 fighters? I mean, I that's where I'm not saying no. I'm not gonna say yeah, but that's my little dilemma that I have with that.
And another thing, wherever y'all at Tyson Fury at? He's undefeated. He's beat the best. How many?
Tyson Fury on a pound for pound, no, he's not there. Like it's hard for
Not
heavyweights to
heavyweight.
get
Yeah,
pound
in
for
the
heavy.
heavyweights, yeah. For
Yeah,
It's
sure.
hard for it is hard for a heavyweight, but Mike Tyson was number one pound for pound at one time of his career.
yeah, but
I
Mike
think it was
Tyson,
1989. I think they had him as number one pound for
Mike
pound.
Tyson was an anomaly, bro.
I
Because
think, I
he
think,
was a
I think,
heavyweight that had hand speed like a fucking welterweight. So that
yeah,
shit wasn't fair.
I think the whole idea, of Mauricio Suleiman with his belt, you know what I'm saying, was basically to try to be like a pound for pound belt when you think about it, because it's like, oh, we'll give you the championships no matter what, no matter what weight class and this and that. But then he flipped the whole script because he be on that Don Julio, like you said, Punch, right? Like, you know what I'm saying, like something wrong because he flipped the script on that, and now it's transferable. But what I understood when I first heard about the WC, and I can't even remember the name right now. What's the name of that belt?
Which one?
The
Diamond belt?
No, well, I mean it's called something else, right?
The Mayans belt? The Halloween belt?
The decorative belt.
The happy birthday belt? We don't know what belt.
the Taco Tuesday belt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
They're gonna have that next.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So, but I mean, like all these different things that we thought that, hey, okay, it's almost like a pound for pound belt that he was trying to make, because he was saying no matter what weight division you decide to go into, right, you're gonna have a championship opportunity. And then all of a sudden now it's transferable. So now that just took everything away from that, and maybe some people have more clarity, but I already understood what they were trying to say with that. And now it's like it devalues the whole belt. And now it makes no sense to me now.
Yo, they had a beautiful chance during the time where they stripped Devin Haney. They had the perfect time to rewrite the wrong and be like, you know what, Lomachenko, you're the main WBC. We don't got a champion. You're the guy again. Canelo Alvarez, he's already outside of the 160 pounds. So I don't even take his franchise as serious. I'm actually giving the Charlo his belt because Canelo Alvarez is not in the 160 no more. So it doesn't really get in the way. It doesn't make Charlo look small. He doesn't look like a second class citizen because that's it, Canelo Alvarez move. What makes it look bad is Lomachenko was still in the same division. That's what makes it look bad. If Lomachenko said, I'm going to the 140, I'm never going to fight in lightweight, and then they elevated Devin Haney, then okay, I understand. He was interim, they elevated him, he's out of here. Cool. But it looks bad. But they could have rewrite the wrong. The only thing that I was saying in the last live show, I was like, yo, just make the franchise belt like the Super WBA belt.
That's what it was called. My bad. The franchise belt. That's what I was looking for. Franchise belt.
Let me ask you this point: What if Josh gets? Because I think Josh is knocking at the door to get up there too. Now, what if he gets full belt undisputed? Who do you put up there, Josh or Teofimo? Josh Taylor or Teofimo? And then I don't think really with Teofimo, he even gets the undisputed. I don't think he gets past. I would argue Monster Noid too. Because he's a young fighter, he's transcended 3 weight classes already. Mm-hmm. He beat Omar Narvaez, which
I know I got Inoue in the top 5.
Yeah, that win right there is massive alone because Narvaez had so many title defenses, it's ridiculous. So, but like Taylor beats Ramirez, then what do we look at Teofimo like? Is he even in the question? Because I would have to put Josh Taylor in the top 5.
I just see I think that with beating of Lomachenko, if he was gonna be undisputed or get 3 belts, beating, let's say, Campbell, then probably I won't put him top 5. But it's that he beating Lomachenko. That's what it is, because he's a pound for pound top 3.
Where you put him 5?
Well, let's say we move it down, and to be honest, I won't even put him outside of the top 10 either. But he won't be top 5. So let me see. So it would have to be Canelo, Bud, maybe Inoue. 4 or 5, maybe I'll dabble with the Usyk and Teofimo Lopez.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, that's cool. I would honestly, I would have to look at it because I know it's like 2 or 3 guys that I think that I would just have to look at what they just the amount of champions they beat. Because Teofimo, the thing is, even if he gets the undisputed, and again, you got to factor everything in. He beat Comey and Loma.
Yeah.
Then that's it. So you got other guys that have done more, multiple championships. So it kind of stacks up. Maybe we would just have to see.
It's the difficulties too.
It is. I can put weight on 4-belt undisputed. You can put a lot of weight on that because like few boxers have ever done that, right?
And if not, go ahead.
But then you're gonna have to also take other things into consideration. Like I said, like multiple weight classes, unification at multiple weight classes, the amount of Hall of Famers or ex-former champions you may have beat. And when we look at all of those factors, Teofimo has 2.
And I'll say this, and I'm probably gonna get flack about this too. If Inoue beats Casimero, wins another belt, I'm probably gonna put him second and put Bud third.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue that. I would not argue that.
See, Bud is undisputed. He's already going to the Hall of Fame just based on that. Just the fact that he was undisputed in, at 140, and like you mentioned earlier, Punch. You know what I'm saying? That's only happened how many times becoming undisputed. That's a great feat right there. But when it come down to the welterweight division, that's all I want to see right now because like I can see him, Bud at like 2, 3, even 4. But for the top 5 for me, I got Canelo. I definitely see. I feel me personally like Lopez is getting there, but he didn't beat Loma yet. If he beats him, then I could see that, right? But I got Inoue also. I want to see something in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like with the tough competition in the upper weight classes because he seems to be wanting to move up. He's hungry.
Yeah.
And those things. But right now I got Canelo. I got Bud. I got Loma. You know what I'm saying? I got man, it's tough, man. Top 3 right there. Shit. Like you could jump in if you want, but I'm just like
I think if it went because it's gonna be this year too. So if it beats Casimero, gets another belt. With the difficulty,
Casimero, then to me he's in the discussion with the top guys. Like he's at least in the discussion with them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Because let's say Bud Crawford fights. Now let's say in the same year, let's say this year, also he fights and beats like a Kell Brook. And then I'll probably leave him at second, maybe.
Yeah,
but he can't fight another.
He's got to get a valid
machine.
He's got to get a valid. Better name.
He got to get a fight that at least is 60-40. At least. It can't be that we know there's going to be like 70-30, 80-20.
Yo, Dennis, you guys, you should take that fight. Because he don't want to fight Shawn Porter because they're friends or whatever. Okay, I get it. He should take you, Dennis, you guys.
Yep.
That would be a good fight.
That would be a great fight.
He's a boxer. He's, I still think Crawford beats him, but
I think Crawford beats him.
That will validate you. That will shut the mouths of a lot of people because they say, "Oh, he beat Crawford. Crawford, he got robbed by Crawford." Okay, well, if you think not Crawford, Porter. He got robbed by Porter. So if you think he beat Porter, then he has an accomplished welterweight, at least by your status. If you think that he was robbed in the Porter fight, so that gives a valid win. He fought an ex-champion, a former champion in Porter. Had a really rough fight with him. So that's a valid win for Crawford. I think it's more valid than anything he has at 147 right now. Fuck Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn was a non-boxing big dude. That's what Jeff Horn was. A big dude that couldn't box. That's what he was.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I think people, little by little, they're going to be leaving PBC. Because guys like Ugas, if they ain't answering the call, You ain't gonna get no fight with Keith Thurman. You're not gonna get the Manny Pacquiao fight. You're not gonna get the Danny Garcia fight because it could have happened in January. You're not gonna get the Errol Spence fight. Bounce. That's it. Or move to 154.
I think Porter should get the A-class WBC gatekeeper belt.
Nah, I think Shawn Porter still game. If you put Shawn Porter versus Bud Crawford, you don't know what can happen either.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's more of an intriguing fight than anything else, man.
All of them.
I think that's the best fight without seeing Spence in action. I think the best fight right now at 147 is Porter Crawford, because I don't know how Spence looking coming off that accident. Like I said, if he's himself and it's a miracle, then the best fight is him and Crawford. But like I said, if we don't know that, the fact we don't know that, the best fight right now is Porter and Crawford.
You know what? This is what I like about Shawn Porter in the welterweight division that I could say. I'm not a big fan of his style, but this is what I could say about Shawn Porter. That Shawn Porter levels everybody's minds down. Meaning, if you think highly of Errol Spence, if you thought highly about that Keith Thurman, highly about Danny Garcia, put in Shawn Porter. Let's see what they're really at, and everybody. Oh, we don't think he is that special now. That's what Shawn Porter does, and he will do it with Bud Crawford as well.
It seems like Shawn Porter kind of
he levels the playing field. He levels the playing field.
Yeah,
that's what he does.
The game plan out. He's like, all right, man, I gotta tough it out with this guy.
Yeah, cause now he gauges everything. Cause now we be like, oh, how did Shawn Porter do with Keith Thurman? Well, Keith Thurman actually did better with Shawn Porter than Errol Spence and Danny Garcia. So now you gauge it. Everybody that felt like Errol Spence is this much high, then it comes little low. Okay, now we level on the playing field. All this hype, he brings all the hype down.
That's why I was saying that it's a more intriguing fight, because it's more of a gauging point. You know what I'm saying? To see how Terrence Crawford actually reacts to that type of pressure. And if he could handle it, you know what I'm saying? Because, look, he had a little problem, obviously, with Kovaliskas, the meme machine or whatever they call him. And then, it'd be interesting because Shawn Porter's been in there with everybody, so he already got that experience too. So that would tell you exactly where Bud Crawford stands right now. And I think that's a dope fight right there to have.
Let me ask you guys this. You think it'll be a good idea for Bud Crawford to trade and engage with Porter?
I think so. He could do it, because I don't believe that Shawn Porter got that type of power either.
Yeah, I think he's been dropped. He's been dropped by Broner. He's been dropped by Spence. I think that it's a great idea because the fact that he always changes pace on his speed and his power. So if he's a master of that, then he could get away with knocking him down at least a couple times.
See, the thing is, he got dropped, but not hurt like that.
Yeah, but drop is drop though.
I think Porter's power is underrated. I think he has respectable power.
But what I'm trying to say is that you guys got to remember too. Crawford doesn't have the best chin either. You know what I mean? He got dropped.
Yeah, he doesn't. And I think Porter has respectable power because he buzzed everybody he fucking fought. Brooke.
I think he got respectable power.
He's got respectable power.
Don't forget he got stunned by Smoke and Ball too.
Yeah,
I think he got respectable.
He got stunned by Smoke and Ball.
I think he got respectable power. I think that still being 147 limited his power. That's what it is.
Oh yeah. Gamboa gave Crawford the noodle leg.
Yeah.
He went noodle leg in that Gamboa fight. Hey, Punch, man, I barely can keep my eyes over.
All right, bro. Me too. I'm about to head out. I'm about to head out in 5 minutes too.
Yeah, I'm over here looking like I took some lean or some something, dog.
All right, my brother, man. Go rest up, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna holler at you guys. Guido, Raider, Glenn, good to meet you.
Take care, brother.
Same here, brother. Have a good one.
All right, thanks,
have a good one.
I'll talk to you, fam.
All right, bro.
All
right, take care.
So yeah, I'm about to be in I'm stay like 5 more minutes too, and I'm about to be out too.
What happened with this guy, Rob? He knows all the future, huh?
Nah. He gone, man. I tell you, I wanted him to play the violin, dude. Man, he didn't want to play the violin with us, man.
He did say, but yo, he was sitting like in his grandma's chair or something. Man. It looked like old woman's clothing and furniture in the background, man. I didn't know what was going. And then he had his legs crossed, like like on a feminine style. I was like, okay, like
yo, even when I went
Ese tipo
off,
está menos raro, loco.
yo, even when I went offline, I couldn't stop laughing, bro. I couldn't stop laughing for even till this morning. I was like, yo, this guy's funny. I was like, yo, I need this guy.
Hey, the homie had his eyebrows done up and everything too. Man.
Everything. Dude was checking your boy out, man.
He had his celery juice ready, but he didn't have the TV ready though, because he had to pause that shit for like 3 times already. I was like, yo, when
no
is he gonna
shit,
start
no.
talking?
Yo, no shit. When he got up in the chair, that was suspect.
Yeah, no boxing question, not one. Not one
the way
boxing.
he
He was going at your boy. He was going at your boy.
He was mad feminine.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
Yo,
Punch
Mr.
drunk
Moonshine,
accepts all. I accept all.
So, Punch, what's the last conversation you want to talk about since you trying to head out?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't even. To be honest, I wasn't even trying to talk about the Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, but of course that's a big fight, so you're always gonna be talking about it since the fight's gonna happen. I was just putting it out there. Can you imagine if Mike Tyson back with Teddy Atlas? I just put it out there, just have a conversation. I mean, it'll come full circle. That would be dope, right?
Hey, yo, Punch, where you at? What city are you at?
New York City.
Oh, all right. No wonder. It's like
He
10:30.
lying, bro. He lying. He live in the suburbs, bro. That nigga got
No, not in the suburb, yeah, but of course.
No, I'm in Cali. So it's 7:25
Cali?
right there, that's why.
Okay. Yeah. It's 10 what? It's 10:25. Yeah,
So
man.
it's 7:25 over there.
10:25 right here, New York City. Well, New York.
So yo, last subject then, if you don't mind, then what do you think about this dude? Well, we always talk about prospects, but this dude Rincon, out of Texas.
Who?
Rincon. What the fuck is Alex Rincon, out of Texas?
Oh, I heard of him. He's good. He's all right.
Heard of him, haven't seen him too much.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
You know what it is? You know what it is? Why I like, if y'all notice, in the beginning when I started my channel, I usually was talking about, like up and coming fighters and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we all know that these up and coming fighters, they're put against people that's tailor made for them to look good. So it's like, if I want to make a hype content, then that's what's going to, I can't tell until I see them into their 15, 20, 12 fights and they fight. And it's like, let's say, for example, I like the way Brandon Lee looks, but then look at his record and look at the opponents. He only fought 3 guys that has a winning or record. He's fought 17 guys that has losing record. So then
that's a bad question then. That's a bad question then, because you know what I'm saying? You got a good point there. So what about do you think Felix Verdejo is gonna make a good comeback? Remember the Puerto Rican dude that was supposed to be like the next Cotto and shit like that?
Machado, you mean?
The Mexican dude.
No, Felix Verdejo.
That's what they got dropped by Cancion.
No, that's Machado.
That Cole's boy.
Machado's a Puerto Rican dude that got beat twice by Cancio.
That he's promoted by Cotto and Golden Boy. Yeah, he got dropped by the body. He got dropped by the body shot twice.
Yeah, he lost twice already.
Yeah,
Verdejo only got 1 loss, and he was like the prospect. Yo, people. When I went to the Amway Center, because I live in Central Florida. I went to the Amway Center when Cotto was having his fight against his little comeback fight against Delvin Rodriguez, Dominican dude, where he knocked him out in the 3rd round. Yo, when this dude, the only person that I seen get more respect in that crowd than Miguel Cotto was this dude, Felix Verdejo. He came out, everybody was out there they had people on the fake legs, the people when they stepping on wooden legs are mad tall and shit with the clown faces. Yeah, they
Uh-huh.
had like a whole entertainment going on when he came out. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
everybody was there
but
to watch.
but before that, it was Machado. Machado was supposed to be the next dude for Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Oh, you okay? You were talking about that? Okay, like before
Yeah, but
before.
Glenn, Felix Verdejo got a new trainer, right? A Cuban trainer.
Man,
What you
I
think
hope he
about
comes
that?
back, man, because we're gonna be talking about that if he comes back, man. This dude was really, really nice, and then he got like in a motorcycle accident or something like that.
Accident. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he came back and lost his fight. Like just like that's why I don't want Danny Garcia to fight Errol Spence right now because I want him to fight him 100%. Because at the end of the day, Felix Verdell came back, fought this dude and lost it. You know what I mean? And he was like a prospect. Everybody was waiting for him.
Now you know what it is. To be honest, you know what? Why I'm like on that dilemma with Errol Spence actually not fighting the tune up or things of that nature, because I made a lot of videos about when Errol Spence was calling out Keith Thurman and he was injured, and I'm like, yo, why you calling out an injured dude? Like, you really want to fight Keith Thurman right after surgery? Like, that's whack. Then they're gonna blame it on the surgery in his arm, and he was making fun of Keith Thurman, like, you ducking me. So I'm like, all right, go ahead, fight now that you injured. No break. You don't need no tune up. Let's go. Get that. I actually made a video about it saying like, yo, like maybe one day you'll get injured and you don't want people to force you or rush you to fight a fight. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I have videos about it. This is why I look at it and be like, oh no, you don't need no tune up. You good? You say you good? Then go ahead.
Hey, Punch, let me ask you a question. So, since Crawford can't get like fights with good fights, especially with the PBC dudes, you know what I mean? Like, they're like freezing him out. What do you think he should do then in order for him to get a fight or leave the division? What's your opinion on that?
My formal opinion is, to be honest, he froze himself out because he should have never signed the extension, knowing that he's gonna be in 147 campaigning. That was his first mistake. I think he has fights there. They can make the Kell Brook fight. They can make I think if Shawn Porter really wants to, he'll get that fight. If Shawn Porter really wants to. I think there's fights, and I don't even think that PBC is getting in the way. I think it's Al Haymon actually getting in the way of pushing their fighters to not fight under the WBO umbrella also. I think he could get a lot of fights. I mean, maybe take catch weights also. Could he fight what's doing Saddam Ali on the catch weight?
Yeah, I don't know about Ali.
I mean, he needs a name. He needs somebody that people could recognize. Yo, you gonna fight somebody, and probably that has some type in their resume. Like, okay, so I'm Ali beat Cotto. He beat somebody. He needs a guy that has done something.
What about
Ali beat Cotto for his last fight, but then lost immediately after that. I can't remember what the last.
He lost to Jaime Munguia.
You're right there. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So he beat Cotto to get the strap after Cotto's last fight, and then they like he said, I'm only gonna fight for the end of the year. The crowd said, yeah, fight. So he came back and gave us another show in December, and it was against Saddam Ali. And then after that, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is.
Get the Kell Brook fight.
So Ugas is PBC or no?
Yeah, he's PBC.
Yeah, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. I'm about to leave.
All right, bro.
Have a good night and stay safe.
Hey,
all right, brother.
Hey, Guido. Is Guido Cuban? He is
Dominican.
I think he's Dominican.
Oh, he is. Oh, he sounds exactly like one of my homeboys. That was Cuban.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think Bud Crawford actually shot himself on the leg with that one, because he easily could have done what Manny Pacquiao did. Manny Pacquiao wanted welterweights to fight top welterweights. He came to PBC. Manny Pacquiao didn't need to come to PBC. Remember his last fight with Lucas Matisse? It was actually Manny Pacquiao Promotions doing a partnership with Golden Boy Promotion. He didn't have to come to PBC, but he knows if he was gonna get some fights, he came to PBC.
You know what? I could see Thurman fighting Crawford. I don't know
I
why.
love that fight. I think that's my favorite fight though.
Because Thurman is kind of like, he lost already. He's not, you know what I mean? I can see Al Haymon being like, you know what? It's a win-win situation. Let's throw Thurman over there. If he wins, great. We have the belt. If he doesn't win, oh well. We still got the top welterweights over here.
To be honest, I think he'll do that with Porter or Ugas first. Because he still got a big fight. Look, in the PBC, remember, Keith Thurman, yeah, he lost to Manny Pacquiao. Keith Thurman also beat Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter. See, Errol Spence hasn't done nothing bigger than Keith Thurman. He's undefeated, but he hasn't done more than what Keith Thurman did. He probably did the same, but not more. So that's still a big fight. If they still could keep that fight alive within the PBC banner, that's still the biggest fight in the welterweight division. Probably, aside from Manny Pacquiao, because I don't consider really Manny Pacquiao a PBC fighter. Like, he's just there for one more fight and that's it. Talking about So think about it. What is the biggest fight in PBC? I only see Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, and David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. That's the biggest PBC fight where they don't have to do cross promotion with nobody else. What y'all think?
I like the Plant versus Benavidez. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
Benavidez? No, my bad. Yeah, Plant Benavidez. That's a fucking good ass fight, man.
But you think he'll make more money than Keith Thurman and Errol Spence?
No.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's the biggest fight in PBC still.
Yeah, but I'd rather watch Plant and Benavidez than Thurman and Spence.
Well, I'd rather watch. I don't know. That's a tough one. I'd rather watch both. I love the David Benavidez fight and Caleb Plant.
Yeah, watch both. But if I had to choose, I mean, I think it would be a closer fight, the Plant Benavidez, than Spence and Thurman.
That's a tough one.
Besides Plant and Benavidez, I would have to say that that maybe. In fact, it would be Danny Swift Garcia versus Errol Spence. But I don't think that he should fight him right now. But I mean, that could be a big fight right there because at the end of the day, Porter lost to Spence, Thurman just lost to Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how the promotion would go behind all of that. But I feel like it's still intriguing because everybody knows that DSG only got a couple of losses on his resume, and he's fought pretty much everybody as well.
I think you're right. I think, my bad. I think Danny Garcia and Spence is a bigger fight than Thurman and Spence.
Nah, I don't think so.
In my opinion.
Because you like Thurman. You've always said that. That's why you say that, Moonshine.
Now you know why? Because it's the numbers. See, the thing is with Keith Thurman now has the best viewership in PBC.
But he just lost.
It doesn't matter. He gained more fans. He gained more notoriety because he fought Manny Pacquiao.
I don't know if we can assess that yet because he haven't had a fight since Pacquiao. So I don't know.
You know why it's a bigger fight? Because Keith Thurman already beat Danny Swift Garcia. Errol Spence is not fighting anybody harder that Keith Thurman didn't fight. And the promotion, remember, Danny Swift Garcia and Errol Spence, they don't have no beef. This ain't something that the fans been waiting for since 2015. This has been building for a long time.
Yeah, but the paper, Thurman and Pacquiao viewership was more on Pacquiao,
All right, let's remember this conversation. I'm saying, how much you want to bet? I'll bet the Keith Thurman and Errol Spence will be not a bigger fight, a way bigger fight than Danny Swift Garcia and Keith and Errol Spence.
I'll bet you if they fight, because if they fight back to back, then we can make a honest bet. But if not, then we're just guessing here.
Yeah, exactly. We're guessing. I mean, me personally, what do you think, Glenn? You think DSG and Spence is bigger than Spence and Thurman?
My bad. What'd you say?
No, I'm saying which fight you think is a bigger fight? Spence and DSG or Spence and Thurman?
I feel like it's Spence and DSG. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I feel like
I
Danny
agree.
Swift Garcia only got 2 losses, and yeah, Thurman only has 1 loss against the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he's got the last loss. Regardless of what you think about Danny Swift Garcia's last couple of fights, he only has two losses, and they were both close ass fights. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And
But I'm saying it will be against the guys that Spence probably already he already beat. See, he beat Shawn Porter. Keith Thurman beat Shawn Porter. Keith Thurman beat Danny Swift Garcia. Shawn Porter beat Danny Swift Garcia. So the Danny Garcia versus right now, if they had to choose, let's say you the manager, Al Haymon, we're gonna make the biggest fight right now. You will say, and let's say Keith Thurman you could pick Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence and Danny Swift Garcia versus Errol Spence. You think that the Danny Swift Garcia is gonna be bigger than the Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence now?
Oh, hold on, Punch. Punch, let me ask you a question. Let me gauge your brain real quick. What do you think is a bigger fight? Pacquiao versus Spence or Bud versus Spence? If it was for undisputed, both fights.
Damn, it's almost be the same. But I would choose Bud Crawford
Okay,
and Manny Pacquiao.
No, I'm talking about either Spence and Pacquiao for undisputed or Spence and Bud Crawford for undisputed. Which one's a bigger fight?
Pacquiao or Bud or Pacquiao Spence?
Yeah, Pacquiao, Spence, or Spence, Bud.
Okay. Will be a bigger fight.
Yes.
Oh man. Bud and Spence.
I think you're wrong, and I think that Raider LA is trying to.
It will make more money, but a bigger fight. It will make more money. The Pacquiao is going to make more money, but I'm talking about a bigger fight.
Yeah, I think Glenn is right too. I think at Pacquiao and Spence is the bigger fight. See, we gotta define what's a bigger fight too. You know what I mean? Like, what's the bigger fight?
For me, it defines the Bud and Errol Spence will be for more belts. That's one. Another thing. Manny Pacquiao is in a win-win situation. It don't matter if Manny Pacquiao loses. Manny Pacquiao loses, they're gonna say he's 47 years old. Let's be real. That's not it's a big fight because it's Manny Pacquiao performing, but it's not because, oh my God, this is the fight that we've been waiting for. This is not the fight that nobody been waiting for. We're not waiting. Nobody's clamoring. Pacquiao and Spence need to happen right now. No, the fight that in the sport of boxing that the fight need to happen is Bud and Spence. Come on, we got to be real on that one.
I'm really agreeing with you on that one, and we want to see that. But the question was, which fight is bigger? And I'm sorry, Pacquiao is well known throughout the world.
Yes, it will make more money. Just like if Khan versus Kell Brook is a big lucrative fight, but it's a big.
Just to like see what we think, or I guess me and Glenn are what we're thinking is which one's gonna bring in more pay-per-view numbers. Like which one's gonna bring
Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Maybe Manny Pacquiao versus Danny Swift Garcia will bring more money than Spence and that's what I'm saying.
I'd rather see Bud and Spence than Pacquiao Spence, but the bigger fight as far as what's gonna bring in more numbers, it's gonna be Pacquiao and Spence over Spence. And
how about who brings in more? Pacquiao Spence, Pacquiao Bud.
See, that's interesting right there.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean,
because you talk about Omaha, Nebraska, or Texas, right? But at the end of the day, I don't like.
I look at it. Who's gonna do the promotion? Who's gonna do if ESPN gonna do it or Fox gonna do it? Who does the more legwork?
That's because they don't really do their own promotion. Bud and Spence, I'm sorry, they don't really talk too much. You know what I mean? They rarely talk.
So look at the Wilder and Fury fight. I don't know if you guys remember when the second one at least, ESPN was doing all the promotions at first, and I'm thinking like, where the fuck is Fox at? What's Fox doing? And all of a sudden, Fox at the end, they started promoting at the Super Bowl. They started
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
the
yeah.
commercials. So it was like a half and half type of deal. So
Yeah,
I, mean, I don't know how that would play out with them. You know.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I see in the welterweight division, the one guy he's gonna self promote himself. That he's gonna talk. That he's gonna get thing because it is gonna be Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence. I'm
that's a
gonna
good
say
point, too. Keith Thurman talks his ass off. You're right about that. I can't lie about
he's
that.
gonna promote it. Think about it, if he would have kept his mouth shut versus the build up to Manny Pacquiao himself.
Pacquiao wouldn't have blessed him.
Pacquiao was loving it. You know why? He was loving Keith Thurman talking trash because he's looking at the back end of that pay-per-view money. He did his job promoting. Keith Thurman was promoting his ass off. Are we going to say the same thing about Errol Spence, Bud Crawford, Danny Garcia? No. Look at the Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence promotion.
You see, but that's what I'm talking about. Now we're going back on resumes, right? And that's why I was saying earlier that I feel like Bud versus Pacquiao would be more bigger fight, because at the end of the day, when you start looking at their resumes, Bud is undisputed at 140 and now is still undefeated at 147, whereas Errol, he's got a couple questions, even though we know as pugilists that, he could scrap, and he's probably going to be somebody, a force to be reckoned with in the future like he is right now. But we still don't know where he's at after the accident.
The thing is
That's
also
the thing.
the thing is that we leaving out is the backstory. That's why I say Keith Thurman and Errol Spence is a bigger fight than Danny Garcia, because there's never been a backstory with Danny Garcia and Errol Spence. There's a backstory when it comes to Danny Garcia and Bud Crawford. They had beef. They fought on the amateurs. That's why Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney is a big fight already if they fight, because they have a backstory. See, Danny Garcia have no backstory with Errol Spence. That's why I say that Keith Thurman and Errol, even Floyd Mayweather is included into that backstory.
Yeah, but the only thing about that is that the only ones that know about that is like the hardcore boxing fans. I mean, the casuals are the ones that actually run boxing. Somebody else brought that up, and I agree with that. The casuals are the ones that run the boxing.
But promoting it is gonna unravel everything else to the casual. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's just like right now. Who knows that Ugas and Bud Crawford fought in the amateurs? Only us. But when if they actually fight, they're gonna be like, Ugas is a big fight. Ugas has beaten Bud Crawford in the amateurs. Boom! They're gonna uplift Ugas and go to the backstory so people could be like, oh man, Bud Crawford has a real chance to lose.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I can see that because my bad. Hold on.
No,
I can see. I can see that because it's the same situation with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney with the 3-3 in the amateurs.
That's what I'm saying. It has a backstory.
Exactly, and then Ryan Garcia got the bigger following, and so when they actually fight, a lot of people, he's probably going to be the favorite because of that. You know what I'm saying? But people don't know that they got a backstory where they're kind of split.
Yeah, it's a back. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I say that it is a bigger fight. I don't see that. I'm sorry. I don't see Dennis Garcia, Errol Spence bigger fight than Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. I don't see that.
I mean, it got, but like what he was saying though, it's really gonna be because I'm gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay for it,
of course.
But then how many casuals pay for it, right? And then it's got to be up to what they want to pay for, right?
Exactly, it's up to the casuals because we're gonna pay for all the fights.
And that's exactly. But how do the casuals get into it and pay for it? The promotion leading up to the fight. See, they don't know nothing right now,
or through friends or whatever,
Yeah, so that promotion is gonna come real good. That David Benavidez and Kingdom Plant, that promotion is gonna come off real good. But how? I don't even think casuals don't know who the hell they are. I think some casuals know who Danny Garcia is, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, Bud Crawford, because they even ESPN, the guys talk about them in a major platform. They've been in a major platform when they talking about it. But I don't think, to be honest, I like David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez in Mexico.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like all the casuals, they get their ideas or whatever based on what they either see on TV or based on what their homies tell them, right? And they kind of fall into the character of the person or whatever. Because I'm pretty sure you guys are like favorites and punch. You probably around your friends, you're the big boxing head, right? You're the one that
Exactly. My people's my circle. They don't know shit about boxing.
exactly. Probably Glenn too, right? Glenn, you're probably the most the
Yeah,
boxing.
man. Yeah, like they be forgetting what the fuck I done taught them like a year ago. Like I taught you already about this boxing. Now you're asking me again about the same shit.
Yo, bro, I watched the Joshua. I remember what was it, the Joshua and the Parker fight in a barber shop. Man, people was there. They like, yo, who's Joshua? I'm like, I'm like, damn. Shit, y'all heard my because I'm like, yo, it's turning. You know, it was like 4:00. It was like 4:00 in the afternoon. That fight. You know, in New York, you know, they was fighting in the UK. Like, yo, you gotta see this fight, Anthony Joshua and stuff like that. Yo, who's Anthony Joshua? They thought Anthony Joshua was Deontay Wilder. People think Deontay Wilder was LeBron James. I don't know. People don't know about boxing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's why.
facts.
See, that's why it's good to bring your homies to your house and fucking, watch some boxing, trying to let them get into it. And little by little, I've been getting my friends to come over to a little carne asada, some pistos,
That's
and
what's up.
boxing. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. Yo, but fellas, I gotta go. It's getting late. Got the honey, got the
I
wifey.
appreciate you having me on, man. And yo,
For
peace
sure,
to
man.
you, Raider.
All right,
Always.
appreciate it, man. Nice meeting you, Mr. Moonshine. You guys have a good one. Thank
You-
you for having me on the panel. Subscribe to these guys and have a good one, man.
Yeah, too. You too, my brother. Take care. Thank you for joining me, my brother. All right.
Easy, brother.